Let's go. Let me get my other glove on too.
This man got the gloves on.
Let's go. About to beat on up. Never mind, can't say that. When it gets canceled, don't play that. And that man a good dad.
Pretty rad.
Hold on, I would finish, but I'm trying to put these gloves on.
Takes
I was gonna say,
concentration.
looking kind of sad. His kid in the background making him mad. I can see it now. Like that, huh?
He's spazzing.
Yo, Shogun, is your camera off?
Yeah, I got my
boxing
camera
gloves.
off 'cause my phone's gonna spaz out with all the cameras on and shit.
All right. Welcome back, everybody. How's everybody doing?
Doing great, boy.
Good.
And Edgy on the hoodie, you know what it is. Dewey on, Fleet, Silky. Stop playing with the boy.
All right. So looks like we're back on this.
We're back in our familiar
Natural
old stomping
habitat.
grounds. Yeah.
Yeah. It's all right though. It's
Maybe it's for the better, We're gonna
he's
figure
here,
this out.
he's here, there, here, there. We're
Frames.
everywhere and nowhere.
Low key, that's kind of our motif. We just be everywhere.
Yep.
Yeah,
Well,
it's true.
wherever your
Everywhere
mom
you never
tells us
did.
to go, pretty much. So welcome back to the Tribe Called Sane podcast, where we cover hip hop. Sometimes,
Sometimes.
a lot today.
Today, yeah.
Hadoken, not that much lately.
We never talk about no damn Street Fighter. Why do y'all even say that? I need to know. I've been on this pod a long time now.
Hyperbole, motherfucker.
Okay, yeah, because I was real confused about that. I was like, when are we ever gonna talk about Street Fighter?
Well, there was.
Oh, we gonna talk about something soon, boy. Don't worry.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, ain't gonna be no talking.
No.
Ain't gonna be no talk. We talk with fists around here. Listen, listen, it's tribe. We from the same tribe. The tribe called hands, boy. Stop playing.
I think that Dirt's been repping the Cap tribe since about 10 p.m. last night.
Yeah, find out about me though.
The
See what's
limitless
up.
Cap artist.
See what's up.
Said, find out about me, though.
Where were we? Oh, and everything in between, 99% of the time.
It's a lot in between.
True.
99.9% of the time.
It is I.
That's almost 100%, nigga.
Thank you for the math. Somebody check
expert.
99 out of 100, please. Can we get a check?
That's quick maths.
Quick
Check
math.
it out.
Quick mouse.
Human calculator is now his name.
Human
Crunching
calculator.
numbers is his game.
Crunching
Anyways, fuck my intro up. It's all right. It is I. I'm here to father everybody, and I pass it to you, Dirt.
It's your boy, Young Nocturne, Young Dirt. I got boxing gloves. And my wife just walked in on my intro. How you doing?
You better put those away. Yo, he didn't pull the chicken out.
Yeah.
I know that look. That look.
I'm trying to pass it. So next person.
Do the dishes, Dirt.
Stop playing. That's not even what it is. She said, all right. She said I'm being too loud.
Oh, okay.
Ooh, got a noise complaint.
Yeah,
Hey, no nuts
which is
get
true.
louder.
The energy is high. I am being too loud.
Hey, no nuts
I
get louder.
apologize. I'll tone it down.
We take that very seriously here, so be
Yeah.
quiet.
Everybody say sorry, even though she can't hear you.
Sorry.
Yeah.
Sorry, Mrs. Washington.
Sorry.
Man, look. See, now I'm in trouble. Anyways.
It's your dumbass fault. Loud ass.
Yeah, stop playing with me. Stop playing with me, boy. Listen.
All right.
I got boxing gloves. How you doing? It's Dirt. What an intro.
Ooh, yeah. It's everyone's favorite madman, America's most wanted. I have ascended. I become a disembodied voice. Nah, I'm just playing. I'm recording off my phone. So, like, My camera quality's gonna like spaz the fuck out. It's Shogun motherfucking smooth. I'm back from the trenches, baby. How y'all doing?
Doing good, sir.
I was talking to you. Talking to people who are gonna watch / listen to this because they support us.
Yeah.
I was gonna counter, but I won't. We love the fans.
We love the introductions. What's good, y'all? You know, God's favorite light skin, one day a future Spider-Man. You know, ZB here ready to pod.
Yes, sir.
Okay, so
Like a doorknob.
Yo, the disrespect.
Whoa.
Listen,
well,
it's your boy Pierce. Snacked up and cracked up, baby. All right. Don't forget about me with the
There
apple
you
crisp
go.
donuts. Let's fucking go.
Hey, dude.
but is that it?
There you go.
There's got to be more than that.
Oh no, there's more than that,
Cracked
baby.
up.
There's more than that. But this is the brand friendly. You know what I'm saying? That off brand. You know what I'm saying? Could be anybody. You know what I'm saying? Yo, sponsor us. You make donuts? Fucking hit us up.
This
Young
man got that
Indians.
extra crispy creams.
Woo.
Everlasting.
The extra crispy. Everlast sponsor.
Shout out Everlast.
Yeah.
For sure.
Bad
Okay.
product placements over here.
Make sure.
Damn. Nah, they about to.
Damn, I don't want to
they
turn my
don't
camera
sponsor.
on,
They
but
just
shout out to Redcon One.
Yeah.
You know, Meathead Central. Love you guys.
Meathead Center.
Do I have any Nike on? I might. Well, I do, but I'm not gonna show it. Anyways, moving on.
I'm
Okay.
rocking. I'm not even rocking anything
Oh.
Nike or anything. I'm just rocking New Japan gear.
I know. I peeped that. That boy got the drip on. I didn't say
Ain't
nothing.
nobody
I
realer
seen
than
it.
Gorilla. I fuck with it. Firing
I
squad.
see it, yeah.
motherfucker.
Firing squad.
But what we talk? Hey, but listen. What we talking about today?
Well, I was gonna say, Shogun had some stories he wanted to share.
Oh.
Yeah.
Huh?
Yeah. So welcome to Shogun's Vacation Misadventures. I'm give y'all a little backstory about the homie I be staying with.
Pause.
I'ma say super pause. Super pause. Ultimate
Super
pause.
pause.
Down,
Mega
like,
pause.
up, down, left, right, pause, my guy. This is how me and my boy Scully met. Well, this is after we met. This is how we became best friends. Fuck this shit. I was in like the reception spot when I like got to my first duty station down south, and I wasn't that cool with him at that point. Just like kind of avoided him, said hi to him in the hallway type shit, because he is a weird motherfucker. I'm talking about last trip me and him took. We went to go visit some shorty. One of her boys was over. This man was like, no bullshit, dry humping homie in the bed. This man is crazy.
Oh.
This
Say
man
what
is
now?
Crazy.
Just keep it pushing. You need to get to the real.
What ends up happening? So Aaron knows this story. That's why he's holding back that laughter right now. It's midnight. It's a public shower. Something that has haunted me ever since basic training. Because showering with a group full of naked niggas, it's not cool. It's a very daunting experience.
Sounds like Dre.
Okay.
I'm the only man in there. Turn the shower on, take my shower, do all my shower shit. I get out the shower, and who was walking in? The man named Scully. And this is where everything started. I look at him, he looks at me, he looks down, he looks back up, looks back down, looks back up, and he goes, "Nice dick, bro." And then goes on about his business. I see your faces. Yes, this happened. Army fellas. It's some 50 Shades of Fruity. I'ma keep it a buck. Not me. I like bitches. Let's get that straight. So yeah.
The Army is different. Listen, not to cut you off because I want you to keep this story going. My boy is in the military and he was just telling me he's so sick of it. They said if you don't get your COVID vaccine, we discharging you. He said, you know what? I'm not getting no vaccine. I'm done. He's trying to get out of there.
I'm tight because if I waited 2 months, I could have used that shit. But nah, I'm selfish and like wanting to get out of wearing a mask at like going to stores and shit. I'm lazy. I'm sorry. I'm tired of that shit. I lost my get out of jail free card for being a good citizen and shit. Fucking government.
Shogun cares.
Shogun cares.
Trademark.
Hey, listen, I'm not gonna lie. There's no way you can give that kind of compliment to a man. And it not be taken that way.
Listen, yes, you can in the Army. You can give that type of compliment. Like I said, you shower in a room full of niggas, man, you get used to shit. Pause, please, pause. Ladies and gentlemen, please, pause. Put your fucking fingers down, all right? Sick you niggas. So anyways, that's the little backstory into my homie Scully. Good guy, fucking psychopath.
Clearly.
Y'all might recall Stefan, the homie slugger, racially attacking me over some edibles a couple episodes back when we was back in Blue Wave, right? Damn, one of you guys got to edit that little part in where I look at him. He goes, "Hey, yo, what kind of edibles fucking Dante want?" And I'm like, "Watermelon." And he goes, "Yeah, I knew that nigga like watermelon. Y'all remember that?" So I saved those shits. Took them on my flight. Didn't eat them on the flight. I saved them because I knew I was going to want them for some shit. We go to this amusement park called Kentucky Kingdom. It was like a Six Flags, but then some nigga died, so Six Flags pulled out. Totally legit.
Oh, shit.
And I think, I'm about to incriminate. I'm gonna say I allegedly
Could have.
might have eaten them watermelon stoner patches. Allegedly. So let me tell you, I allegedly was on that roller coaster out of my goddamn mind. I'm talking about, we hit this loop-de-loop type shit, and I hold on mid-loop. My boy's wife is sitting in front of me in the next cart. Like, time stopped. I fucking lean over to her ear and I go, "Damn, I'm fucking high right now." Allegedly. Bro, I was on another fucking planet. That shit was 500 fucking milligrams of a fucking roller coaster, bro.
That boy
All
is
to the head.
lightweight. Nah.
Ooh.
Nah. I'm trying to put
It was allegedly my first time.
I know. That's why I'm joking, bro.
Motherfucker.
I know.
I'm not like y'all who used to get caught with vape pens in the bathroom in high school, all right? I'm sorry.
Never. Stop that. Never.
Yeah. Uh-huh.
Pierce is over there scratching his face because he knows he got one in his room right now.
One.
He's like,
Only
yeah.
one?
Yo, sponsor me, the mini conceived bee buzzing. Shout out.
More plugs.
Hey, yes, for the sponsors.
No bullshit. Pierce, stop chewing your fucking fingernails. Your shits is busted up.
Don't call me out. Don't call me out.
Them shits look like two Tic Tacs, bro.
Don't call me out.
My boy got wood chip fingernails over there. Holy shit.
Hey, that camera focus is not working out.
Yeah, thanks. I didn't think about that.
Caught you lacking.
Oh, shit.
Episode 19, fucking cuticles.
It's all love and joking, bro. So that was a second little misadventure I went on. The main thing that I have held off, I was gonna save in person for y'all, but like, unfortunately, yeah, there's one more story. I was gonna save it for in person, but fuck it, we're here, and I ain't cutting out. At the tattoo shop, you know, I am a connoisseur of art. I'm a very inked up motherfucker. Y'all can't see right now because I'm a disembodied voice because I've become God. My homie Justin over there, one of the artists, was telling me the story when he was a child. So, little backstory into this, very short backstory. Hang on to this and pay attention because his parents are very Christian. This is about to get dirty.
Fun.
This is about to get dirty. So, there was this one day he missed church or whatever the fuck, and his mama told him he was going to burn in hell for missing church. Keep that in mind. So, he was a young man, maybe 12, 13 years old. You don't know what happens around that age. You discover pornography. You know, you start,
I wish I waited that long.
Oh, Lord. You know what? I got a fourth story now just because of that. But I'm going to keep on with this. So, homie discovered porn, starts beating his meat, all this other shit. But he decides that, like, normal, like, soap, lotion type shit is too, like, it's not good enough no more.
That shit's friction.
So this is when the internet first started coming out. You know, everybody's trying new shit. He said, fuck lube. He's going to use Arm & Hammer toothpaste to beat his meat.
What, bro?
Oh, listen.
Bro.
He said that.
Chill the fuck out.
So
Gotta get a
Justin,
Oh, man.
Justin out here giving the fucking 7 deadly strokes to his shit with Arm & Hammer toothpaste because, you know, I don't know, niggas is weird. But he's telling me that it, like, started burning him or some shit because he got in, like, his dick hole and shit.
Well, yeah.
Obviously.
Not surprised.
So, homie goes, and he was told that, like, he told me that his parents told him that, like, if you ever get burned or some shit, throw peroxide on this bitch.
Oh, no.
So,
No.
homie,
No.
I shit you not, homie gets the peroxide. And you want to know what happens? You throw peroxide on baking soda?
Oh, no.
That shit bubbles, that shit burns.
Oh,
that shit gets
no.
harder than the Ultimate Warrior promo in 90 fucking 8. Damn, not 98, but whatever. You know, you get it. Old school
In the
wrestling.
80s.
Yeah, that.
Oh.
Yeah.
Fucking.
Bro,
So homie got chemical burns all over his dick now. You think he might have told his parents. What do you think he did?
He didn't.
This brave soul suffered in silence for like 3 months with like 2nd, 3rd degree burns all over his dick because he was too scared to tell his very Christian parents.
His dick was like Killer Croc.
Oh,
It looked like
man.
dyslexic playface.
Imagine being a girl and seeing that though.
No.
Yeah,
Absolutely
no.
not.
Nah, he
You
said
don't
his brother called him Rumpelstiltskin for like
That's-
6 years after that.
Ooh. I got a quick one. That actually has to do with some of the same topic matter, but not directly that.
We over here telling dick stories now.
No.
Because that's
no.
there's been 2 of them
Pause.
already.
Well, just listen to the story. All right. It's a quick one. I promise. So in CCD, and I was telling Dante about this. Well, Shogun, pardon me. They give you, so when you go for your confirmation, right? The last sacrament that you need to get married in the church.
They
You have to
circumcised
go-
you.
You have to go for you have to go for one confession. So they give you a booklet of things that are sins. So at the time I'm reading through it, I'm like, okay, that, you know, obviously like there's obvious shit in there. And I get to one page and it says Dungeons and Dragons is a sin because it's tempting fate. So I'm like, okay, so that's interesting enough. And then I flipped the
Holding
page.
this thought for when you're done, by the way. Just saying.
I flipped the page and then there's it says indulgences, right? So underneath it, you know, it's like eating too much, it's drinking too much, and then it's masturbation. So this dude next to me said, I'll give you $5 if you go up to the priest when you confess and say, I'm not gonna stop masturbating. Mom, if you're watching this, I apologize. I went in that booth, I was like, Father, not for nothing, but you're supposed to confess things you're sorry about, right? He's like, yeah. I said, well, I am not sorry, and I'm gonna keep doing it. And yeah, I got called an insubordinate child. Fucking
Yeah.
kicked out for a day.
You was talking. Listen, a couple episodes you was talking hot shit about Mormons, but these Catholic boys be weird. I'm telling you.
You do not want to do this again.
Catholics be weird, bro.
I don't
Stop
either.
playing.
One word, soaking, and we're leaving it at that. No more Mormon stuff.
Oh my
One
don't wanna
word.
do it.
Pedophiles.
That's both.
Got 'em. No,
bold.
stop it. The
Ah.
That
Vatican.
is both. That is both.
The
Dog.
Vatican.
I am
Save
not
the
capping for
children.
church.
The
I am
Vatican.
not capping.
Save the
I am
children.
not capping for anybody related to the Sky Wizard in a personal way.
This man said the sky wizard.
So you can have that one.
Man's gonna step outside, get hit by a bolt of lightning. Yeah.
Do it, pussy.
Hey.
Anyway.
You're not gonna do it with your kids around. He's gonna catch you lacking.
I can speak from experience. That shit hurts.
What, getting
God took,
smited?
God took his best shot and he fucking failed. What's up?
What?
All right, so shit. Dirt's never heard this story. So it's like 2019. I'm in the middle of the Louisiana swamp, sweating my balls off, dying in the humidity, and because you know God loves the army, it starts to rain hard as a
God
motherfucker,
loves the army.
bro. I'm talking about this thundering and lightning and shit. Like it really, y'all remember the way the Undertaker's entrance music sound whenever shit started blowing up? It sounded like that, bro. It sounded like that type shit. And then I didn't notice that I was right next to a fence because I'm trying to find our tent and shit. So fence, lightning, Dante's wet. Guess what happens?
Yikes.
I became static shock for like 5 fucking seconds.
Zap, zap.
Boy, I was well done. Boy, I was.
Well done.
I'm talking about. I sounded like my audio from all the other Discord episodes, bro. I was out of it. Like I'm talking about. I still get paid for this shit because I got struck by lightning pretty much. But guess what? God took his best shot, but you can't take down a G.
Hey, here's
If it was his best shot,
if
if it was his best shot, he would have hit you and not the fence.
And this is an inside joke that we've been making. Dante Shogun listened to Many Men Enough to survive this.
And so, I mean, listen, I'm not gonna take credit away with credit is due. That's hardcore. I ain't never been struck by lightning.
Hell no.
I ain't never been struck by lightning.
Fuck
But
that.
I'm just saying, if it was his best shot, it would have hit you direct, my boy. That was a warning shot.
Man, God was playing beer pong and shit, talking about, yo, Moses, watch this. Behind the back, pew pew type shit.
Man, you just got caught in a crossfire. Wrong place, wrong time. Happen all the time. Niggas get shot every day, B.
Bro, that shit hurts so much. I'm talking about, I'm sitting there lying on the ground. I'm crying. I can't feel my legs. Motherfuckers is trying to come near me like, yo, don't touch me.
Bro, your nerves is singed. You got a tree on your back.
Dog, I couldn't feel, no bullshit. I couldn't I would lose finger in my, I would lose finger. I definitely lost brain cells, but I would lose feeling in my fingers for the next 5 fucking months, bro. Like on and off. That was an experience.
God damn.
And I get paid for that to this day.
He's like, and now I collect the bag.
fucking Zeus Jr. over
He
here.
said, "Oh, you sued somebody who hit you by a car? Listen, I got hit by lightning.
I sued Earth,
I knew
bitch.
anything was possible. I was gonna say I knew anything was possible once this man met shift that he was getting shot at by.
I'm not gonna lie, bro. You might have to say that one again.
He said, so I was working one day and I see my phone vibrate, so I look down, it's Dante on Snapchat, Shogun on Snapchat, and I'm like, all right, let's see what he's doing. And he's like, yo, there's a sniper shooting at me right now. And I just sat there and I looked at the message for the longest time. My manager comes over, he's like, yo, get off your phone. And I'm like, my friend's getting shot at by a sniper right now. And then he stopped, looked at the phone with me. And then one of my other managers came around and goes, what are you guys doing? And I'm like, yeah, my friend just messaged me that he's getting shot at by a sniper. So he stops and starts looking at the phone with me too. And I'm like, how do you respond? So why did you just... Yeah, I was like, I went, so you decided to message me? He was like, yeah. I was just like,
dog,
why?
I was sitting there the whole time. Like, this is my first time being shot at. So I'm like, yo, this is everything every rapper has ever lied to me about happening. Like, this is the greatest fucking thing ever. I ain't gonna lie, nah. I was terrified for a minute, but I was like, hey, yo, I gotta tell somebody about this. And I'm sitting there. Let me tell you how retarded soldiers are. Forgive me for using the word, but listen, it happens. We are some dumb motherfuckers. One of my boys taped the helmet to this long little pole we found, and he would keep sticking it out of cover, and the dude would keep shooting it. Yo, every time the way he was shooting, you could tell this man was getting pissed. And then we said, hey, airstrike, get fucked.
He called in the napalm.
They was trolling. They was trolling.
Yo, Shogun stood up and said, oh my fucking nuts! 3v1 clutch.
Listen, now I'm curious. So you gotta explain how that actually went down. Like, you picked out the coordinates is XYZ, and then bro just flew over and bombed, bro.
Yeah, nah, because we was at some we was trying to take some fucking position type shit, and there was this one motherfucker had a rifle at the top of this fucking building that they was at, and these motherfuckers are dumb as fuck. He was staying in the same spot. We just couldn't hit him because, let me put it this way, he was camping like a bitch. And
Like this is Call of Duty.
Fucking noob was mounted.
Whole ass boy in the corner in the top.
Motherfucker was just sitting in the same spot. We couldn't get him because of the way he was positioned.
He had claymores at the door.
We was like, you know what? Fuck this. We're gonna just bomb the fuck out of him. So yeah, you call in fucking the coordinates on whatever grid you're in, and then well, no, you got to do it a certain amount of time. Like the shit is actually kind of stressful. I don't do well under stress. I was sitting there like stuttering for a sec. Dude was like, "Hey yo, calm down. Call back when you're fucking ready," and then hung up. And I felt bad about myself. So then I got.
It's like, listen, you're gonna die or you're not. Hurry up.
So I was like, fuck it. Called in all this shit. I was like, we need this at fucking grid this, coordinates this, look out for like this color smoke. And then helicopter came in and ripped them niggas open. Damn. America, fuck yeah.
Hell yeah. We getting war stories on the pod. Let's go.
So, last thing, and then we can get into the topics. My favorite text I've ever received from Shogun is, bruh, I just raped the turkey with a bullet.
Oh yeah. So this I forgot that I worded that like that.
I tried to straight face it, but I couldn't hold it.
He said the turkey like exploded because I called him.
Yeah. So
we were like, "You did what?" He's like, "No, listen, bro."
So we was at a firing range, and what you're supposed to do if a wild animal walks onto the range is not shoot. You gotta wait for like a little motherfucker to walk through. Like I'm talking about, a turtle has walked onto a range, and we had to wait for this motherfucker to leave. That didn't work. So pew pew. Homie became ashy. Anyway,
Thanksgiving dinner that night.
This turkey jumped out of the fucking forest out of nowhere near my target. And I just happened to pull the trigger. And homie, instead of hitting my target, just turned this turkey into feathers. Lord, God bless him.
Yeah,
that's funny as hell. Okay, so from the turkey being absolutely pummeled by a fucking what type of gun was it?
It was a 50 cal. Gave him the Shogun special.
The Shogun special.
Gave him the Shogun special.
So I have a question for you to kind of make the segue easier, Shogun, and it's probably an obvious answer, but what you doing if Bigfoot is walking across the shooting range, dog?
Oh, I'm catching the bag. There's a price on that motherfucker.
One in the ankle.
Bro, I'm gonna take his foot. Fuck this. I'm just catching a souvenir.
I'm taking this foot.
So apparently in Idaho, there was a Bigfoot sighting, allegedly caught on camera that is believed to be real. Now, for those of you that go, "Oh, shit like this isn't actually ever real," people thought for years that the Chupacabra was just a legend, and that shit turned out to be real. So a video uploaded to YouTube.
Hold on, wait, go back.
You didn't know that? Chupacabra?
You didn't, yeah.
Oh, that's a Mexican myth. Why would I know anything about that?
What you mean myth? I'm right here.
Yeah.
You sucking goats?
Not I. The wolf was, though. The wolf looked like Kazmat Kimaev.
Yeah.
That's nasty.
Sorry. Absolutely disgusting.
That boy looked like a C-section.
Wait a minute. So Bigfoot sighting, I feel like in the era of smartphones, there's been significantly less Bigfoot, UFO, and Loch Ness Monster sightings.
So a video that was uploaded to YouTube supposedly shows a new look at Bigfoot. And the channel
the tough thing about this too is that in our gen, listen, like video editing is so sick, like that's so easy to fake now.
So this Bigfoot is like Shaq. I mean, god damn.
Yeah. Nah. I ended up seeing this video a while ago. A couple days ago. It was something that
I wish we could pull
it was something. Like it is.
Dog, what the fuck? This just fucked me up. It looks like a big ass silverback gorilla just walking.
Looks like my dad.
Imagine.
Is this in the talking points?
Yes.
Yeah.
Like the video? Bigfoot sighting.
Yep.
Yeah. You just have
Yeah.
to click the link. I wish that we could share it with the audience, but
I'm trying to find a
that's
good
Sighting.
photo of it.
Could be real.
So all right, real quick, going around the room. Shogun, Bigfoot real or not?
Yeah, Bigfoot's real. Fuck that.
Mike. I'm just kidding. Pierce.
Bro, we over here talking about
Why
cryptids
not?
right
Why
now.
not? I think so. Yeah.
Zay.
Bro, I believe in the paranormal, aliens, and everything. You best believe I believe Bigfoot.
And Dirk.
You're asking me if I believe in Bigfoot?
Yes, I am. Here comes some bullshit.
No, shut the fuck up, boy.
Here comes El Capo.
No, first of all, listen, we're throwing hands. Don't stop talking, because when we get in that ring, bro, I'm gonna remember all this.
Limitless tap artist.
Yeah, funny fuck.
Damn, that looks like a big ass gorilla. Not gonna cap. Holy shit. Nah, that do look kind of real. I'm not gonna lie to you.
Mm-hmm.
If that's not, all right, first things first, if that's a man in a suit, that's a
He
big
is
man.
Shaq.
That's a
It's
big
Shaq.
man
It's
in a
literally
big suit.
Shaq.
And if that's not a man in a suit, I don't know what the hell it is. All right, I need to look more into this, which we're obviously about to speak on it. But to answer your question, do I believe in Bigfoot? It's a toss-up, bro, because on one hand, I believe that anything is low-key possible. Like, I think that nothing is impossible, it just hasn't happened or been proven yet. You get me? Like, I don't really believe in things being necessarily impossible. But at the same time, in our era, you could fake anything. So it's really a toss-up for me on what I believe. But this video looks pretty
legit.
pretty serious, yeah.
Yeah.
Not gonna lie. That boy is huge. He's a big stepper. What is this?
Puts the big in Bigfoot.
Yo,
boy-
Yeah.
Big Show in a fucking Bigfoot suit.
listen,
Hey, yo.
I need him versus Brock Lesnar immediately.
Yo,
Monday night.
hear me out. The motherfucker y'all looking at is Johnny Sins.
It's just,
It's his newest film.
yeah.
This is
This is
Bigfoot.
newest film.
Bigfoot just challenged. He just got a promo on Francis Ngannou.
Bro, listen, I'm gonna turn this
Yeah.
off just so you can see
He
it.
said, "See me in the 300-pound division."
Hold on, will it focus? Maybe Pierce has to do it. His camera's better at this shit.
Yeah, I just
Hold on,
don't.
hold on.
I
It's
don't.
starting to.
Almost.
Hold on, let me turn my down a little bit. Maybe that'll help. All right,
I
let's
just
try this
can't
again.
find a good photo of it.
Come on.
I
Don't be
think
Move it over
you
a
got
little bit.
it.
Move it over a little bit.
Other way. Yep, there you go.
Bro,
Right there.
that's a big boy.
Look like he taking a fat ass piss. Yo, like
Hold
y'all,
on.
people out here just snapping pictures of fucking
There we go.
Bigfoot taking a piss. That's so
Damn.
disrespectful.
Bro, look at that, bro.
Yo, could you imagine if instead of like a like that, it was actually him like turned around taking a piss, just like, yo, what the fuck? Imagine that's the first footage of Bigfoot we
Oh,
got.
they got his whole
Was him
ass on the
taking a
camera,
piss?
Bro, Bigfoot was posed for OnlyFans,
bro. Facts. They got his whole ass on the camera, bro. What's going on?
looking like every bitch in EP with OnlyFans. Shots fired, my guy.
No comment.
You
Listen,
think
bro.
Bigfoot would make the top 7%?
Hell yeah. This was. it says,
I'm not gonna say it on air. Who's in the top 11%, but it's
All right.
possible.
It says this was filmed in.
It's a fair
This
question.
kid's dying, bro.
Yo,
Oh, there we
he
go.
fucking killed his camera. Whoa,
All right.
whoa.
For the audience, yeah, no, Pierce's camera is serious. Look at that,
Yo,
People are scared by fucking. I can't even say that.
bro. Imagine you was camping and that walked up on your tent.
Dog. I don't
hey,
even know
what's
what
up,
to say
cuz?
to
You
that.
sharing?
Yo, he's doing travel in my land.
Peeks his head.
Yo, facts.
Yeah, nah, just peeks in. Y'all got gas money? Like,
that boy's
what?
Gonna, that boy's gonna roll up on Camp Crystal Lake with it.
Yeah, it's pretty
Yo,
serious.
Jason who? Jason
Pulling
who?
up on you like this.
It says this was filmed in Idaho, USA. We are not sure why it is only a few seconds as this was sent to us this way. Watch very closely. The way it walks, you can see it walks like Patty. I don't know what that means. The build is also very similar to Patty, and look at the body, arms,
Patty.
and leg muscles. This simply cannot be a man in a suit because there is just so much detail in the body and it looks massive in size.
Patty.
It walks like Seth Rogen.
It walks like Seth.
You ain't shit.
It walks like Seth.
I'll say this. Why are these videos always of this nigga walking away?
You gonna
Would
get
you
up?
want to
Because
be in
it's
front of
probably-
him?
And I'm saying, like, out of everybody who's caught him on camera, he ain't never noticed not one person.
Why
Well,
nobody
he turned around. and
Actually,
was
no.
one.
Actually, no, we can't say that because I was gonna say the first video out of him looks like he like, oh shit.
Yeah, he turns
And
around
started
like
dipping
this.
it.
Yeah, I know the whole.
Yeah,
whole
yeah.
I'm just saying, like, come on, bro. How far away you think they are when they got this video? I'm curious. They just probably posted. And also,
All
like,
right.
all right. The other question I have here that is we got to ask is, like, why were they in this place filming?
Could be a game camera, bro.
Yeah, could be a
Telling
lot
you,
of things.
Donnie.
Yeah.
Oh, like hunters or something like
Yeah,
that?
yeah, yeah. Could be a game camera.
Maybe.
That just happened
Yeah.
to catch it.
I guess that
Yeah.
makes sense. Yeah,
'Cause I
this
don't
is
think-
crazy, though.
I don't believe that it would be as steady if it was just somebody like this,
True.
Holding it
True.
like
and
Yeah.
it probably wouldn't focus as much.
I'm telling you, because if I saw some big hairy thing walking through the woods somewhere, my hand's not going to be steady. I'm going to be kind of shaking. Yeah.
It says the site offers a more measured take on the footage than some of the commenters on YouTube videos, with writer Paul Seaburn saying that while there is nothing to conclusively rule it as a fake, he remains skeptical. He notes that the face, which would be the hardest thing to fake, is never seen, and that whoever shot the film not only remained anonymous, but never returned to the scene later to look for footprints or other evidence.
Fuck that.
Yeah,
Why
that's-
would you?
Yeah.
Nah,
yeah.
facts.
Yeah, why would I, though?
Yeah, facts. I mean, I wouldn't go anonymous because what is Bigfoot gonna do? Look on his phone and see that and pull up in my crib?
Yeah.
But
Yo,
Yeah.
but Aaron's like, hey, who knows? Nah. But
this is
I'm saying, like,
a comedy movie situation right there. Just imagine that you don't
Bigfoot's
do it anonymously, and he's just like,
in the woods taking a deuce, like, hey, yo, what? Oh,
Hey,
nah,
yo.
I'm on your ass, boy. Nah, but no, I wouldn't pull up. I wouldn't pull back up there either. I would never go back there ever again.
His at is
Well,
not
so I can-
Bigfoot on Twitter.
so I can get F5'd by Bigfoot. Yeah, fuck
Yeah.
that.
The
Like-
profile picture is that.
Yeah, it's
him
like
in
the it's like the
woods.
same thing.
So,
It's the
there
same thing
was,
as a bear, you know. If you saw a bear claws, you wouldn't be like, "Yo, gotta fucking find this bear,
Gotta pull
bro."
up again,
Got-
yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Somebody in the YouTube comments said that's just Mark Henry.
Somebody said
Yeah.
it's only a few seconds long, which is the biggest factor, and a lot of people saying, why would
Yeah.
you keep recording if you had something that incredible in front of you?
Someone also compared it to a artist that is a woman who is
You didn't gotta say more. I already know who you're talking about.
Don't even say it.
I'm just
Leave
saying.
that woman alone. Not Aaron, but
Whoa,
just saying in
whoa,
general.
whoa.
I'm saying everybody leave her alone.
Nah, he meant in general, but yeah.
The footage drawn immediate comparisons. Oh, okay. Patty was okay. I get it. Patty is the nickname of the original Bigfoot sighting because the person who saw it is Patterson Gimlin. So they just nicknamed the original sighting of Bigfoot Patty.
No, he was definitely capping.
A famous piece of short footage by Roger Patterson in '67.
Shout
But
out to JFK.
It says there's been a lot of discussion and debate over whether the footage is legitimate or hoax, but unlike some other notable cryptid sightings, neither of the people involved ever admitted to faking it and remains officially unexplained. They're talking about the original sighting in the '60s.
Oh.
Neither of them ever came out and said, "Nah, yeah, you're right. We was just capping for clout." Neither of them have ever admitted to that. Where like a lot of other sightings, they're like, "Nah, yeah, you're right. We photoshopped it." I don't know, bro.
Yeah.
That's crazy though. I'm not gonna lie. I didn't even know about this, but that's wild. I'll
Nah,
say this. I'll say this. I don't necessarily not believe, but I just need a little bit more evidence.
Hmm.
Never mind. I'm not. I'll save that for another time.
All right.
Save
Well,
it for
how about this? Do y'all believe in aliens?
Of course.
They
Yeah.
already got
Because-
proven real.
Well, I was gonna say because
100%.
the military is out here releasing all these documents and all these videos and saying like, oh, look at this. Like, yeah, we don't know what this was. We captured this X, Y, and Z. This aircraft was moving this way or that way, or look at the shape of it or how quick it was moving. Like all that. They now at this point they're admitting it, which is weird because normally that's something you wouldn't expect the government to do. So it's almost like they're telling us straight to our face, like, yeah, there's earthquakes and there's global warming and there's floods and there's all this shit going on. Well, check this out, aliens are real.
Well,
So it's like, well, I guess why
yeah.
can't Bigfoot be real?
I mean, for the longest time, like I was like, but Dante will know, Shogun will know it.
Yo, y'all can call him Dante,
freaking-
just so you know.
My freaking my stepdad used to tell us all the time that he was abducted by aliens, and like he strongly believes it because he was like driving where they
Hold on, bro.
In the
Wait.
sky.
You're cutting out. He
Am I?
strongly believes it because why?
because they were like following it for a while, and then he went then they were like, all right, let's stop following it to go meet up with our boys. And as soon as they stopped following it, he said he looked into the rearview mirror and they could see that same light behind them, like following them. And he was like, all right, that's weird. But then he was like, we were like right around the corner. They were going like bowling or something. I don't know if it was like duck pin, whatever it is. But he was like, they were right around the corner from the place. And that's the last thing he remembers. He wakes up in the parking lot. His boys are all around. And he's like, and they're like, yo, what the fuck happened to y'all? We were waiting for you, blah, blah, blah. And he said he just looked at them, and him and his friend that he was in the car with just started puking. Like, unexplainable, and like all this stuff. So he was like, I strongly believe that we were either abducted or something happened to us that night.
Hey,
And he was like,
listen, like, I'm not even gonna say that's impossible, bro.
There's a lot of
Like,
yeah.
theories.
when
and
that
stuff.
type of stuff happens to you, like, nobody can tell you nothing. Like, you know what I mean?
Oh,
Like,
yeah, 100%.
So hey,
I believe it.
listen, that
You
means
can't
that
tell
just
me
further supports
nothing,
that
right?
just further supports, I guess, like a Bigfoot being real or stuff like that.
Mhm.
Like,
Yeah.
I don't know, Pierce, how you feel about the Loch Ness monster, my boy? Before we get off this topic, I know we gotta switch, but just
Oh,
real
God.
quick, I know you got a unique perspective, Mr. Scotland.
Yeah, like I don't know. I'm not really too like familiar with the lore. Like here's the thing about like Bigfoot. Like Bigfoot is like people think of like okay, one Bigfoot, but like there are like the natives and like people that lived in just many areas of forested lands throughout Earth have like have reported like these kind of creatures. So you can think of Bigfoot as like a species of it's not a bear, but it's just like another animal. But people think of like Bigfoot
Bigfoot's
as
the
like
one who
this,
got spotted.
yeah, kind of thing. When it's like Bigfoot are like these old lost kind of species, and I think there are more of them, but there are very few of them. That's kind of like my theory about Bigfoot. When it comes to the Loch Ness monster, I don't really know if there's like a whole lot of like stuff about it. I feel like it's honestly just like kind of BS, but I don't know.
You never asked nobody about it when you was out there?
Everyone, it's kind of just like a joke, to be honest, but like I don't know. Yeah, it's honestly just kind of like it's like a scam. It's like Niagara Falls, it's just like a place to go to. Yeah.
I was gonna say the Loch Ness monster's kind of taking its own thing, like the Mothman, where it's like more of a celebrated thing than it is yeah.
But like,
we doing the Loch Ness monster?
But like, I'm sure there
that
could have been like a
monster.
really old prehistoric fucking giant fish that roamed Scotland. You know what I'm saying? Like it's
Sure.
like I'm sure all this shit is super super possible. But,
100%.
Fucking megalodon.
Yeah. You know what I'm saying? It's just now like it, apparently like where like I'm in Bristol in Rhode Island. There used to be dolphins fucking in the waters like hundred years ago maybe. So like the
Weird.
water, you know, so like just in 100 years, like, you know what I'm saying, a lot of things, like now it's like, if people that don't know what it looks like, it's like fucking, it's like a murky ass waters harbor, like everyone puts their boat there. It's like fucking oily, fucking, you know, polluted ass waters. But there used to be
water is
like
weird over there too, no? Because like I used to live in Bristol for like 2 years. The water is we live right at sea level, I swear, like water level, I should say.
mhm.
Like I remember I was on the bike path. I remember I was at the bike path, right? And I'm looking at the ground, I'm skating, and I look to my right, and literally the ground is here and the water is like right here.
Yeah, it's
Like I could
weird.
literally just like straight jump into the water.
If
right
there
from
was
there.
ever
It was
like a
weird.
fucking hurricane that like smacked down
Oh,
straight,
freaking
like we got pummeled, like hit, we would be fucked.
Bristol
But
is sunk, bro.
but the good thing about Rhode Island is it's too kind of like north, so by the time hurricanes kind of usually get there and landfall, like it's too cold. But like if one were ever to just for some reason just come right across the fucking what would it be,
the water.
like the Atlantic Ocean? I'm so fucking, I should probably know this. I'm the geography guy.
Come on, Gio, guess it.
Go right across the Atlantic Ocean and just somehow like hit Rhode Island first and Bristol, we literally say
would be
goodbye to
gone.
my life. Like
Yeah.
fuck. But yeah.
Hey, but you know what, bro? Bigfoot gonna have to see me in the octagon, bro.
Yeah.
Big ass nigga. I need to see what them hands about. Pause. Nigga go one shot.
This
I'm
nigga just
dead.
calling me Bigfoot?
No.
Oh,
But if the shoe fit, bro, hey,
I mean, I stomped your ass out for real, but hey.
I highly doubt this. Listen, I know you're a big dude, and this is why I don't think you're gonna keep up with me speed. But we can talk about this later.
What? Yo, yeah. I'll announce this during the close. All right. Bitch ass nigga.
Listen, bro. I know who you are, but you don't know who I am.
Sir,
That's
I
really
will
my
not.
advantage.
I will knock them dreadlocks loose and return some circulation to your brain, my guy.
Stop it. You gotta hit me first.
You built like a dirty Smensel.
Listen, we're not even gonna do this right now. I'm gonna get you in the group chat. Stop playing. Let's move on.
I just wanted to see where this was going.
One knows.
Boy gonna be swinging them jabs to straight air.
You're lucky you can't see my face. Aaron, go to the next topic.
You can't see me.
Okay. Moving on. Fight. Moving on. Fight.
Nah, but in real
Yeah,
shit, yo, I'm not even gonna lie. If he gets his hands on me, it might be over though, because bro is a big dude and I can't wrestle. So
if he just gets a clench, you're going.
if he,
All right.
yeah, once
that's
he get that gi choke on, or not gi choke, but once he grab that gi, it might be over for me. I'm not gonna lie.
Like, all right. Next round, you win.
Yeah.
10-8.
I'll be on the ground like, let me stand back up though, ho.
So, and this is kind of a quick one. Fucking Tim Tebow made the news, and a lot of people were calling this incorrectly. By the way, they were calling his new gig every Friday, not a full-time gig on ESPN, a result of white privilege. So, for some context, he's going on the show with Stephen A. Smith, First Take, because Max Kellerman's out. So normally I'm very open to hearing, people's rationale with things like this, because a lot of the times it is valid. Tebow has worked with the SEC network for a number of years since his retirement from the league, and the SEC network is owned by ESPN. So to say that he's not qualified for the job simply because you think that somebody else might have been more qualified, it's not the same. You get what I'm saying? And he's a former player, considered one of the greatest college quarterbacks of all time. So his perspective on the game is, it's founded.
Valuable.
It's valuable as well. I'm not saying that this isn't a problem with jobs and media, like that sort of thing, but I just don't think it applies. I don't think it applies here. Heisman winning quarterback with media experience who also played minor league baseball. I think he can talk about sports. That's just
true.
You said Stephen A. said that?
No. Like,
I think people just think that in general.
Twitter.
Twitter was
Probably Twitter.
saying. Twitter said, "Oh, he only got it because he's a Christian white guy." He's like, "Okay, not this time." A lot of the other times,
Not
yes,
this time.
but not this time.
Aaron's like,
Not
you know what?
this
Slow your roll. All right.
Yeah.
Relax.
You're gonna
Because
be
he's a former Gator. That's why.
you're gonna be
No.
mean to Tim
Yes,
Tebow of
but
all
no.
people. Not Johnny Manziel that flipped off a whole crowd. Fucking Tim Tebow. You're gonna be mean to him. Fuck Twitter.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. Fucking Tim Tebow prayed after touchdowns. Johnny Manziel was banging bitches with reused lifestyle condoms at Texas A&M. So you choose to give him shit. Just let that man have his one time a week gig. You know, nobody complained when he got on the SEC network as a full-time gig, because the people that complained about this don't watch sports programming. They only care about it when it suits whatever narrative that they choose to pursue on their various media platforms. So eat a dick.
Yeah.
Wait. No, actually, keep going. Missed chance.
About what?
I can't remember which button is the Eat a Frank button. I'm sorry.
Oh, all right.
Oh, wait. Eat a Frank. Got it.
Eat a Frank.
Nice.
Go cram some bananas, bitch.
Eat a Frank.
Get fucked.
Go cram some motherfucking bananas.
Eat a satchel of Richards.
Hey,
Um,
Richards.
Yes, let's go. That's the OG, double OG SoundCloud days.
The meat just hit different. No homo.
All right.
Yeah.
Allegedly.
Coming soon. Tribe Cypher coming soon. Anyways, FTC is looking into why the McFlurry machine is always broken.
Light team, stand up.
Who put this in here?
I hate you.
Who put this in here?
On Donda, wasn't me.
Yeah, same.
Zay,
That
was it you?
that was me. I saw it on Facebook or something when I hopped on, and
I
they
know
were
the
saying that the Federal Trade Commission was looking into it or whatever.
I know the answer.
So-
My sister used to work at McDonald's, and so did all my boys. I know the answer to the question. They don't got to look into it. They can
Really?
just ask me.
It's the
No.
cleaning, right?
It's the
I
cleaning.
know
The
the answer.
managers don't care enough, and they don't. All right, because that ice cream machine gets dirty, like bad, like really bad, and it's a hassle to keep it clean all the time, and it just takes a lot of time away from keeping
I was gonna
everything else
say-
clean, and so they just don't bother doing it. In some locations,
Bro,
allegedly.
Does the government need to get involved though? You know what I'm saying? Like, it's not like McDonald's ice cream is the foundation of feeding fucking like hungry people in America or whatever. Like, it's the ice cream machine, bro. Like, we all know why it's broken, bro. Like,
Well, I'll tell you what. Whatever senator went to his local McDonald's and asked for a McFlurry.
yeah, true.
He was pissed.
Yeah.
You fucked
He
with the
was
wrong
pissed.
government official.
He was pissed.
That boy on the way out of the drive-thru said, "You will rue the day.
You will never
He
recover. I
screwed the
promise."
You will never
My
recover."
God. Mitch McConnell wanted his Oreo McFlurry. He's fucking
That
his.
boy
Fuck
wanted
him.
some soft serve, went home
That-
mad as hell.
That stupid
Cuomo
old
was like, "Yo,
turtle.
you will never recover."
Yo, real quick, Mitch McConnell. I hope that you rest in piss, sir. You are a scumbag.
And no Cuomo. Sorry, I just had to throw that out there because I
Fuck
mentioned
you,
his name.
Cuomo.
Yeah, no Cuomo.
Cuomo.
You dirty. Never mind.
That's hilarious. I'm not gonna lie. Like, with all things put aside, to say no Cuomo, that's
Yes,
hilarious.
I would agree.
Love that.
Hey,
But
remember,
anyway.
I'm not perverted. I'm Italian. You know, I get handsy.
Hey yo,
I was
nope.
pissed when I heard that. I was heated.
Yo, Cuomo sounds like a slang term for an STD, no lie.
Big facts.
Mhm.
Homie caught the Cuomo. He didn't wear his rubber.
Yo, chill out before you get the Cuomo. That's what the doctor tells you got when you've been playing around too much.
When you put your hands where they don't belong. That's how you
Right.
fix it. But yeah. So the Federal Trade Commission, you said, is what's looking into this.
Yes.
That's
So-
Yes.
I guess I
So
get
this-
it because like the machines have been broken since we were alive, but
Yeah.
Ready,
The
there's more to
FTC
this.
So
My fault to cut you off, but I have to say something crazy about this. Ready? I'm gonna blow your mind.
We got production. Yo,
oh my
boy,
god,
my boy.
Ready?
the producer came out from the
Yeah,
pod.
yeah, my fault to cut you off.
You
But
good, bro? You good?
ready? So going back to the 1950s when McDonald's was established, right?
Oh,
They had
Nerd.
a company next to them since it was founded in Illinois, I think, or something. It was like a fucking Midwest town. And it was small. They founded McDonald's, and there was a local ice cream manufacturer, or whatever it is, and they got into cahoots with them mad early. So what happens is when they build these machines, right? They specifically build them for McDonald's. McDonald's can only have their brand
Oh, okay.
of ice cream machines.
Okay.
So when they break, they have to bring a technician in, and the technician has to be certified by the company to work on McDonald's ice cream machines. So what they do is they make them shitty on purpose, so McDonald's will have to go to them to buy it, and then vice versa. They have to, like, they rely on each other. FYI.
Damn.
Okay.
FTC said enough.
So real quick,
NBA bullshit.
yeah. Does anybody know if the FTC is publicly funded, like by our tax dollars? I would assume it is, right?
Light team, stand up.
We can. It's safe to assume.
Yeah, probably. I'm assuming that we are paying for this in
Most
some way.
likely.
This is what we're paying for.
Yeah.
Them to investigate McDonald's ice cream machines not being on.
I would make a joke about how we're paying for this and not for like schools, but I guess EP just, gave them boys the X-Men Academy. So
Ooh, that's
After
another
we
one.
left.
yeah.
After
I'm
we
so
left.
mad
Yeah.
about that. But
But
my little brother goes there, so at least somebody in the family got to go.
What pisses me off about that whole ordeal is that people in other cities were saying East Providence didn't need a new school, and they were actually outraged. Motherfuckers who had
What?
never set foot in that goddamn asbestos-ridden dump.
Yeah, I was about to say, listen, if you didn't go to that school, shut up.
Shut your fucking mouth.
They
Go
had
to
us out for like 3 weeks straight talking about, oh, we got to get the asbestos out. Bro, asbestos causes cancer.
Remember when
I
the
don't
pipe
care.
exploded?
When the
Pause.
pipe exploded, bro. All right, listen about that story. When that day, I missed the bus to school that day, right? So me being the model scholar that I am, I was like, you know what? I missed the bus, whatever. I'm gonna catch the
I would
Ripper.
disagree with that, but that's fine.
Suck my dick. I took the Ripper and I went to school. Right, I get to school just to find out that the pipes burst and everybody's getting sent home. So my ass had to sit in school for another like hour waiting because I was the only kid from the village that day who went to school for some reason. I guess maybe they all got the memo and I didn't. So I had to wait for a bus to come get me to take me home. So I was there for like another hour and a half because the pipes burst. Listen, again, I understand like to all my Providence people, them schools are trash. I get it. Pawtucket people, schools are trash.
Fine.
We know, we get that. Well, listen, I seen them schools. I've been in them. I seen Mount Pleasant. That school is terrible. I seen a lot of these. Yeah, I seen a lot of these schools. It's because the state don't care, right? But at the end of the day, if you didn't go to EP, shut up, bro. It looked nice on the outside. You ain't never been inside.
Yeah, when you stepped inside them halls and you
stepped in that locker room,
and you accidentally bumped into the bucket that was catching the leaking shit. And in the summer we had heat, and in the winter we had AC.
Yeah, literally.
Yeah.
No, it was
Shut
like
the fuck
it
up.
was bad, bro. Like,
Fuck you, Pierce. Stop laughing.
if you didn't go there, if you didn't go there, you don't understand, bro. Straight
I had
up.
to wear a coat in the computer lab.
Honestly, I feel like all schools are just fucking trash. Cause like I got nothing good to say about Mount Hope either.
Literally, it's like, especially Rhode Island, they don't care about these schools, bro. You was talking about the computer lab. We was in a computer lab on computers from 2006 and 2014. 2015, 2016.
Using fucking Windows 2003.
Literally, like.
Yeah.
Anyways, yeah. If you, again, to all the people who may or may not see this, who did not go to that school and felt like they didn't need one, shut up. You didn't go there.
You don't know what you're talking about.
Listen, I was on the track team all 4 years. Listen to me. I never ran in a track meet at my high school because a hurricane came through and wrecked the track, and they never fixed it. They said, "Well, that sucks. Too bad for you." Swimming used to be a requirement for freshmen and sophomores, and they stopped requiring it because the pool broke and they could not keep it clean, and they just never fixed it.
Mhm.
Like,
Also,
they
that
look-
kid.
That's
Also,
cool.
that. I'm
You didn't have to
sorry.
go there.
No, Aaron.
You didn't have to
No,
go there.
Aaron.
Um,
No,
you
Aaron.
didn't have to
No,
go there.
Aaron.
But listen,
I'll
like
do
that
it.
school, that
Yes,
school
Aaron.
was falling. That's
Pause.
from the inside.
Thank
From the
you,
inside,
Shogun.
that school was falling apart. I remember my sophomore year of track, they cut sports. They were like, "Listen, we can't afford it. It's done. Sorry, all sports. It wasn't just track. It was all sports. They cut sports in general. It was done. No sports for East Providence.
So shut up.
Mind you, East Providence High School has a crazy sports team, or at least at the time they did. We were running sports, in the state. But anyways, you didn't go there. Shut up.
Wrestling team is A1.
I don't want to make the obvious.
He wasn't gonna comment.
joke. But Shogun, I'm sure, was handling business. He got
Listen,
banned from
our wrestling team went crazy. Our football team at the time went crazy. Our track team at the time went crazy. Our basketball team at the time went crazy. You was not playing with us.
And we did this all through fucking the
Asbestos.
coolest summers, and the coldest winters.
Hey, listen, if I pop out at like if I
We
pop
the
out at
North,
like
bitch.
60, listen, bro. If I pop out at like 60 years old with cancer, I'm suing East Providence. Just know that.
I'm gonna
tearing them
hold
boys up.
That never got cleaned.
I'm tearing them boys up for real. They made us go to
Pause.
school in a school infested with asbestos. Just to say that again, because we already said it a few times. Just to say that again.
So
Asbestos.
fuck y'all.
That might be the episode name, asbestos.
Or cuticles, one or the other. I
Cuticles.
still haven't lost it. I still haven't forgot about that shit. So, I'm not gonna yell right now because this is how you would properly intro the main event
Oh, we're
that
getting
you've all
straight
been
to it.
waiting for. I was gonna scream, "It's time!" It's time. Okay, so Donda, since we last spoke, dropped. Hit a bomb one time. One in the air for Yeezy.
Matter of fact,
And as well as Donda,
at the time of recording,
the boy dropped. And if you don't know who that is, they call him Shopping Bag Drizzy. Call him Missing Damn, you ain't copping that Izzy. They both dropped.
the war has begun. Civil war has started.
So first things first, on our last episode, we discussed who was going to win numbers wise specifically. So this is where, I'm just making this clear.
Which,
'cause I
by
don't
the
want
way,
anybody watching.
at the time of recording, the
We thought-
final numbers haven't come out yet, but we do have an idea of where
Yep.
it's at.
And we were under the assumption that they dropped the same day,
That's
To be
also
fair.
true. We thought they would drop on the same day.
which is bullshit, but fuck you, UMG. That's another. We'll get to you.
Hell,
you
they're gonna take this
motherfucker.
down.
We'll get to you. I don't give a shit. Come see me. Anyways, so it looks like. Do you have a drum roll sound?
Not currently, but I could definitely add one.
All right, just smack a bomb real quick after I say who won the numbers. It looks like the boy with Certified Lover Boy is gonna take Kanye in the numbers department. So shout out to Drake. Respect where it's due. Drake can chart. Drake
It
can
is what
chart
it is,
even
right?
if it's an album with a bunch of weird beats and girl tracks. He
I
will
said that.
still chart.
I said that to bro. We went to school with earlier today. He was
Shout out
talking
to
about
him.
shout out to Javen, and I was
Shout
like,
out to Javen.
I was
Cool-
like,
cool guy.
I was like, yo, he could record himself talking with no beat, 6 tracks
He'll
straight,
chart.
drop it,
It'll
it's
chart.
going #1. Like, it don't matter what he does. Literally, he could tell you ahead of time that there's no beat on this song. And you're still gonna listen.
He's too big to fail. He's like Walmart dog. It's nuts.
He's like beyond Walmart at this point.
Respect to him. So leaving the numbers where they're at, Drake told Kanye that he was never going to recover.
Other way around.
No, I know. I'm saying
okay,
after the
okay,
numbers.
okay. I was about to say, I'm like, what? How my boy looking foolish. My fault. I was trying to catch you.
They said that on Twitter that Kanye pulled up to Drake's house and saw Adonis outside.
With a gate.
Hit him with the.
I have somebody put you on the guild and you play with my seed.
Hey man, so getting into the real discussion here, and I want to go to somebody first on this that maybe you wouldn't think. So it's Donda's quality versus CLB's quality. That's the main topic of discussion.
So we leaving numbers out of this.
We don't need to bring up numbers. That's why I prefaced it.
Because obviously numbers. We knew what was going to happen. I mean, I had hope because I believe in Kanye.
I told you, but I don't blame you.
We knew.
I told you, but I don't blame you.
Yeah. I had to believe in him.
I wanted to get Zay's opinion on Donda because he had told me it earlier, and I think it differs from like kind of the general one of it.
He might have a different perspective. Yeah, let's hear it.
The floor is yours.
All right, so I did listen to Donda. I listened to the whole album. I listened to it probably a couple times actually, and meh.
Damn.
It wasn't that good to me.
Trap gospel wasn't doing it for you.
What would you have liked to have seen that might have improved your listening experience?
I honestly don't know. I like the last couple. I don't know. I think it was just the last couple Kanye albums come out. I didn't really like it. So like going into this, I was like, with everything that was happening in his life, we might get like a little bit of the Life of Pablo kind of vibe or something off of it, and I just didn't get that from this, and it really just didn't do anything for me. Like it didn't satisfy that hunger for that Kanye,
It worked.
I just didn't feel it.
Number rating.
I wasn't feeling it.
Out of 10.
I could probably give it like a 6.
Hey man, I respect it. A lot of people, and I'll put it like this. Look, I like the album, just saying. But a lot of people will listen to an album of one of their favorite artists, and even if it is dog shit, they will capitalize.
Yeah.
So I respect it. I think Zay's more of a classic Yeezy fan from my experience with him. He's more like, geared towards the classic Kanye, like early shit up to the fucking graduation and even MBDTF, all that shit. So maybe from that perspective, because I am too, to a degree, I would have liked to have seen him on an album titled Donda, if I was looking at it from this perspective, kind of go back to his roots a little bit, with more of the soul sound versus the gospel kind of mix up. But again, I think he did a great job with it. But I would have personally, I guess, if I'm going to look at it from that perspective, if that's what I was going into it, I see Donda. I associate that with his early part of his career with Hey Mama, with fucking every move he made, talking about, how he's gonna, the first thing he's gonna do with his money back at the beginning of his career was set his mom up for life, the whole nine. So that's I can understand that perspective if you're a classic Kanye fan, and this is definitely not classic Kanye. It's more of a blend. It's a little bit of that with his rapping, but it's like
it's a
the
new
style. The style is not the same. Yeah, style's not the same.
He even said on there himself, "It's a new me. Gotta get used to me."
Yeah. So my take on this. So I was telling Aaron, Jay-Z had his little verse on that song Jail. Fucking like I missed Life of Pablo because I was in basic training for that time. So I'm coming in after I listened to that. I'm thinking, and everybody else is hyping this shit up for and be like, "Yo, Donda was this, Donda was that." This nigga was levitating at the damn listening thing in the stadium they had. So I'm thinking this shit's gonna be crazy. To me, like I'm about to say with Jay-Z's verse, because I told this to Aaron earlier, it's kind of like it was really mid for me. Like it was really like it seemed really average to me, and I'm like kind of disappointed because like I really do expect a lot out of like Kanye, out of Jay-Z and shit like that. Like he said, Jay-Z said this verse. He said, I'm made in God's image. That's a selfie." It's like he had that verse. I liked it, but to me, it's kind of like you could have done better. Like I went into this with really high expectations, so I guess that kind of ruined it for me. I like the album, like that song "Pure Soul" and what else is it? "Jesus Lord." I fucked with those two songs heavy. So I was listening to this repeat at the gym. I fucked with those songs pretty hard. But yeah, to me the album was kind of average. I fucked with it, but it's not my favorite.
Oh, and Jesus, like Moses and Jesus.
Yeah.
Bruh, Hurricane was pretty dope. But yeah, I was gonna say, it is better. So I'm just gonna say, from my perspective, it was a better work of art than CLB was. From the perspective that I listen to CLB very openly, and I probably have a higher opinion of it than most people would. But that's because I tried to listen to it from the perspective of not comparing it, and I know it's tough to do it, but like, let me put it like this: with Donda, it's like there's way less skips from my perspective, and on CLB there's a ton of tracks. Like I had written all the ones down that I wanted to skip.
It's got more hits for you.
Exactly, and I don't want to hear Drake doing the girl records. No offense, I know it's for the ladies.
You don't want to hear him being a lesbian?
It's for the club. We know what it's about.
No, thank you. That
When we
shit
talking
is
art, when we talking art versus art, we're not trying to hear that.
No. Yebba's Heartbreak. That's not you, dumbass. Why is that on your album? It's like the beat selection wasn't great, but I feel like it's on brand with how Drake's kind of been in the last couple years. Well, more specifically, more recently. So I don't listen to Drake for his production personally all the time. So I didn't mind it, but I get the criticism because him rapping on harps and chords is kind of different.
Listen, tag me in, bro. Actually, Pierce, you go first.
I was gonna say, like, with the album title of Certified Lover Boy, you know, it was never really gonna be like, you know, if you're hearing this, if you're reading this too late type shit, you know what I'm saying? Like it was always gonna be, I don't know, I just always knew it was gonna be like a mid. And I feel like people will listen to this outside perspective will be like, oh, these people just like hate Drake. From my perspective, I'm a huge Drake fan. Like I love like a lot of Drake albums. Like I have a lot of Drake albums. Like especially old Drake. Like I'll fight people about like quality of Drake's music, but like just Drake recently just hasn't been hitting that same kind of hunger, you know, talking about like Drake fan when Zay was saying like, you know, the Kanye album not hitting his like need for Kanye. Same thing with the Drake. It's like this is not what people want from Drake, but I don't think Drake cares about that at this point, to be honest.
Is that who I think it is?
There's nobody on the screen right now, but I've seen what you're talking about.
Mm-hmm.
Well, all right. I have non-video participants hidden, so.
Oh, okay. Sorry, I didn't mean to cut your point off. It looked like a new challenger had entered the arena.
No, you're good.
I don't know. I can't see it, but
yeah.
All right. My perspective on the situation is this: I'm both equally a Kanye and Drake fan. I grew up with both of these artists. Like I've been on Kanye probably since I can remember, honestly. Like Kanye, I have to give credit as the reason why I ever started getting into music as a producer. I have like these really early memories of my mother giving me like right when I started like middle school. So I'm like probably 11 years old. This must have been like 2000 and like 9 or 8, somewhere in there. And my mother gave me like this alarm clock, so I, you know, get ready, get myself up for school. Now she's not gonna wake me up early in the morning and all that cool stuff, right? But it had a radio as part of it, so I used to just be in my room listening to the radio because back then there was no streaming. So on the radio was Kanye, it was 808s and Heartbreak, and it was Drake starting to pop off. This is the beginning of Drake. This is the beginning of J. Cole. You know, these artists were really just starting up around this time, right?
Bombay.
Facts. You know, shout out to a great time in life. But
Thanks.
the way that I look at it is, you know, I have to give these artists credit for being there. Literally, I gotta say, pretty much every step of my life up into adulthood at this point now, right? So I went into this conflicted. I'm gonna be honest, but I gotta give it to Kanye. Between the two, I have to give it to Kanye because if we really look at album versus album, which is what everybody's doing, you know, the whole reason, and you know, for those I guess who might not be caught up in the scenario or situation here, they do not like each other. You know, they were at one point cool with each other. But you know, Kanye has been struggling with his mental health for some years now. Between, you know, after losing his mother, obviously, and you know, going through it with the media, going through it with trying to get his bipolar disorder controlled and managed. You know, I don't have bipolar disorder, so I don't understand those struggles personally, but I've seen what it can do to somebody's personal life when they go off on manic episodes. And Kanye being, you know, in the public, you know, limelight as he is a very famous man, going manic very publicly. You know, people like to talk a lot about Kanye and how crazy he is, but at the end of the day, if the spotlight was on you and you was in his shoes, you'd be doing the same shit. So anyways, with that being said, you know, he kind of stirred up a little bit of beef when he was getting a little emotional, you know, on the internet. And Drake wasn't feeling that. So fast forward, they still are beefing, and it came to blows. You know, say, you know what, you're dropping, I'm dropping. What's up? What's up? Who's harder? So now everybody's comparing these albums, and I gotta be honest, looking at it very objectively, Kanye gave us art, and Drake gave us Instagram captions. You feel me? Which is
That
what
was a
Drake
great way to put it.
That's what Drake does, though, and that's the thing. Like, Drake did what Drake does. He made a very safe choice
Fill the quota.
by, yeah. Drake made a safe choice by doing what he does best, and there's not anything wrong with that. But because we inevitably were going to compare these albums, it just doesn't hold up versus Donda, in my opinion. Now, I could definitely hear what people were saying about Donda not necessarily hitting or not necessarily being what you want out of Kanye, but the way that I look at it from a Kanye fan perspective is like, I hated the last two albums. Yay,
Oh.
I listened to Yay once.
Hmm.
Never listened to it again.
I
I
skipped through that
I
bullshit.
didn't even listen to Jesus is King. Never even
Fuck
pressed
off.
play on that
Mhm.
album. And it's not even because it was a religious album, but more so because I knew where Kanye was at the time mentally. I was like, I don't think this is gonna be a well put together album. I probably should go back and look at it and hear it, but I've heard bad things about it. And
It is awful.
just due to where he was at mentally at the time, I just avoided it, right? But The Life of Pablo, listen to me, that album hit. I was in college for that.
Yes.
And
It's a good album.
that album, I had that album leaked, right? So I had it early, and that was the original version. And so this is why I kind of drew the comparisons with Donda's, because if you remember when The Life of Pablo came out, there was one version, and then he was like, nah, actually, hold on, I just fixed it up. Here's the new version, right? With Donda, he held this big, event out and I forget what center, but out in the stadium in Atlanta, I think, right?
Well, it was in Atlanta, and then it went to Chicago for Soldier Field with the bombs house.
Right. But so he's over here in a locker room, right? Just making beats again. And he's over here being mad mysterious as Kanye does. And the thing that really stuck out to me is that Kanye wasn't talking. He wasn't doing this on the internet no more. Kanye hasn't tweeted since November of last year. And he hasn't posted. And when he does posts, there's no words. He hasn't been talking. He's just been doing. Versus Drake, who's been, getting a little spicy on the internet, right? So I'm looking at this from that perspective of like, this man just came out and said, you know what? I'm not gonna talk no more. Y'all take everything I say and crucify me for it. I'm gonna just show you what I'm gonna do. Hopped in that little room and cooked up crazy beats from a producer perspective. Crazy that he made this in like a week, right? Had it on live stream. Now all of a sudden he starts dialing that phone, getting every artist that you love on that album. And a lot of people use that against him. They try to discredit him and say, well, he needed all those features to make this album hot. And Drake did the same, right? So listen, it's crazy because Kanye took the first showing, and the album was clearly not complete. He did a whole week in that stadium and then said, all right, pull up and hear it. Played it for everybody, sat in the center and just watched. I think that was the one where his bed was in the middle of the stadium and he just chilled. I think he played it for the stadium just to hear. Oh, no, sorry. This is the one where he walked around the stadium. My bad. But he walked around the stadium and he just saw that reaction from the fans, how they felt about these songs. This is the way that I interpreted it. Next time, he got a little bit further with the album, played it, chilled in his bed. You could see he had his coat, his shoes, his weights. That's it. It's back to the basics, right? This is art. This is a whole art installation. This is performance. It's a performance piece. My man's is back to being locked in, making beats every day for the summer, not going nowhere. It's back to that era, in my opinion, with his mother's name on the album, right? Then the next time, now he's got a finished product. Now you start to see the evolution of these songs. Drake hopped on the internet and posted a picture in a XL sweater, trying to be like Lil Uzi. I'm not even gonna do it because they're gonna screenshot me. But he's out here doing all the extra, right?
Kanye looking like real.
Yeah. Homie looking like a bottom that found his favorite sweater.
They both were dressed awful.
No, first of all, stop it, because Kanye's coat, that Yeezy, the first showing, the red coat, the red Yeezy.
Did you see everything after that?
All right, but don't skip over that. Stop playing with my boy.
But you just skipped over everything else, so I'm gonna do the same thing as you.
Skipped over what? The spike jacket?
That shit is disgusting.
It was fire. You're out your mind.
No, you are on.
You need to stop it. You need to stop it.
Stop.
Just because he can pull it off and you can't, don't mean that it was bad.
And you could pull that off?
I bet you I could.
I bet you couldn't.
All right, well, I bet you the ladies would disagree with you.
I bet you'd look just as dumb as him in it.
I bet you the ladies would disagree with you.
I am not a woman, so I don't know.
All right. So, anyways, but no. All right. So I say all this to say Kanye did something, right? He showed us something. He expressed something. He created something. He made us want to watch something, right? Drake just hopped up on Instagram and says CLB, September 3rd. And then dropped the cover art with a bunch of pregnant women. You feel me? Like Drake, I feel like didn't really put no kind of art or expression into this album. He just dropped another Drake album that he does every year.
And he outsold him by a mile.
Because he's Drake. It's all right. Here's the comparison in my head. Drake is Call of Duty.
Drake is
Call of Duty. Call of Duty drops every year. It's not always good, but it's Call of Duty, so you're gonna play it. You feel me? Mm-hmm. It's gonna sell because it's Call of Duty. It's consistent. It does what Call of Duty does. They don't really take crazy risks because when they do, it doesn't really sell that well. With a few minor exceptions here and there, they don't really change up the formula. It's the same shit every year, but you're still gonna buy it. It's like 2K. Drake is 2K. So roster update, you still gonna buy it, right? So like Drake didn't impress me on this album. I get what you guys are saying about Kanye here, about not really delivering from what you would expect, and I feel the same way about Drake. The production value matters in a Drake song because that's what really makes Drake Drake. It's not just that he can rap, but it's that beat hits. Every time you hear it, that beat comes on, you can't help but listen to it because it just hits. It's different, right? This did not really catch my ear. As you had mentioned, there's a lot of skippable tracks, my boy. Like, whether you're a Drake fan or not. And again, I am a Drake fan. I love Drake. I know nothing was the same. Every track, word for word, bar for bar, I know all of it. Shout out to Big Draco. Like, I know that people might hear what I'm saying and think that I'm like, trying to hate on Drake. But for real, like, this was just not an impressive album from Drake. And because we have to compare them, it's even less impressive. If this was no comparison, they dropped separately, no beef, no nothing, maybe I would look at it from a different lens. But Donda, greater than CLB, in my opinion. Donda, to me, it gave me replayability. Donda feels like something next year I'll still be listening to. I'll still go back and listen to Off the Grid and hear that 5-yo verse, 5-yo spaz. I'll still go back next year and hear that Hurricane verse from Weeknd. I'm not even a Weeknd fan, and that hit. It was hitting, and Lil Baby spazzed on there. You get me? Like, there's a bunch of moments on that album where, like, a few years from now, I'll still go back and be like, damn, this is hard. CLB is just more Insta captions. He was one-linering us to death, just hitting us with what did he say? I said it earlier and you made fun of me because of my elbow. Something
I don't
something
remember.
about dislocating his shoulder from reaching back or something like.
Oh yeah.
You know what I'm
yeah.
saying? Like
I said you felt that because your elbow.
I'll have somebody put you on a guild and you play with my seed.
Yeah,
Like he's a tough, like you feel me? Like it's just I don't know.
he's on
I
his
really-
Don shit.
I really can't understand how anybody listened to those two albums and thought that CLB was superior in any way.
I wouldn't say it was superior, but I would say that from the standpoint of like a quick listen, that's where people have short attention spans.
Right.
And CLB was a quick listen.
Donda was a lot longer than CLB. It was like
That's what I'm.
7 tracks or something like that.
But
27?
on top of that, I don't feel like every track on Donda, if you want to call this a criticism, got going right away. Some of them did, some of them didn't.
Yeah, you're right. Some
So-
songs were slow build-ups, or some songs had like
And
long sample quotes from other things before the beat hit, or all kinds of, or the Donda chant. People make fun of that a lot.
yeah, that
but
shit was terrible.
supposedly though, I don't know if this is true, but I've seen a lot of reputable.
It was based on
sources.
his mom's heartbeat.
Yeah, I seen a lot of reputable sources. No, it was like reputable though. A lot of people close to the camp was saying that was his intention. Donda was chanted 58 times, which is how old she was when she died. And the cadence of how Donda was said was like similar to her final heartbeats on the table.
That
It was
is
like a tribute to his mother.
It's nice, but I still didn't want to hear it on the end.
Of course, no, we still skipped it.
I'm not.
But that's
Hey,
all right. Before I let somebody take
be-
it, let's just say this: whether you liked it or not, Kanye put that level of his heart into this album. Drake did not do the same.
No. I was gonna say real quick. I'm not gonna lie to you. Listen
You're cutting out.
on again,
Yeah.
but I was gonna say the first time I listened to Donda, I thought this man was trying to hypnotize me and make me part of some like special Kanye cult or whatever.
Ritual.
But I will say, like I said earlier, I listened to the album 3 times to really see if I was feeling it or not. I only listened to I think 3 songs off of Certified Lover Boy, and I didn't even like the album. So
that's the thing too, because like, all right, Certified Lover Boy kind of reminds me of the same problem though the most recent Trippie Redd album had. And I don't like to bring up random artists when I'm making these comparisons, but Trippie and Drake are actually pretty close and have a lot of music together and in common. Trippie's album was good, but my complaint there was that every track's melodies were the same. The producer clearly was the same producer the whole way through and just flipped the instruments or flipped the way, like he sauced it a little bit, but it was the same. Every song sounds the same at the end of the day, right? That was really the big complaint I had. It's an okay album, but every song kind of sounds the same. With the Drake album, I feel the same way. It's okay. Drake is doing what Drake does. I'm not gonna act like Drake wasn't spitting, right? But like we're so used to that it's not enough anymore, right? That's standard Drake stuff at this point. So we hold Drake at a different standard than everybody else. It's like Kendrick. If Kendrick drops an album and doesn't try something new or take any kind of risk with it, we're gonna be like, damn, this was ass.
Well, kind of like Pierce had said, Drake, this is par for the course with Drake.
Right.
And a kind of spin off of that, I would say that this album was not made for hip hop fans.
No.
And it was made for, like you said, quotability, number one, most
as it always.
Foremost, and the women. I'm not gonna lie. He made that for women.
And you know
I
what?
ain't mad at it.
You know what gets me heated too is that Ebro, fuck Ebro, by the way.
Ebro's a polo.
Had come out and said basically because he, had heard the album or claimed to have heard parts of the album, said that it was gonna be a rapping album. And technically he was not wrong. I mean, Drake wasn't singing on every song, he was rapping on the majority of the album, but it wasn't like Drake rapping though.
No.
You know what I mean? It wasn't like Nothing Was the Same rapping, or it wasn't like
if you're reading this, it's too late.
Rapping, like
Cat.
it was more like Scorpion B-side rapping,
Scorpion
he's,
B-side.
Yeah, he's pretty much at the point where he doesn't sound like he cares too much about his music anymore.
And I had said that previously. And people have pointed out, well, obviously, you know, he's so rich and it's such a different point in his life. He can't rap about the struggle, but you don't even got to rap about the struggle. You just got to rap like you still care about your art, you know, like you still want to be something big.
It's sad.
He's not hungry anymore. He's cocky. Just saying.
That's what I mean. Why I said what I said, by the way.
Yeah.
Hey,
yeah.
tell that boy put his camera on.
He's at work, I think.
Nah. I'm not at work no more.
Camera on, Cuzito. You're not on the. Listen, you gotta put the camera on so you can pop up on the recording.
I was gonna say.
Let me cover my titties.
I was gonna say he So with Drake, the sad part is that when he is rapping, he is still top tier.
Yeah, of course. But
like
when that's the thing. Like there was no.
Don't do it anymore.
There was no. I'm looking for the word. There was no. It
didn't fit that album at all.
It felt unmotivated, in my opinion, because even on the track, 7 a.m. Brittle Path or whatever it's called, I forget what the exact name of it is. The track where everybody is really like they're gassing it up right now, saying like, "Oh, he dissed Kanye, he dissed Swiss Beats." I listened to it a couple of times because I wanted to really hear everything he had to say. That was a weak Drake diss. In terms of Drake disses, we've heard Drake come much harder than that.
Sound like a warning to me more than a diss.
It didn't even sound like a warning. It didn't sound hard. It didn't sound tough. It didn't sound threatening. It just sounded like, all right. It literally sounded like a lyrical, miracle, spiritual way of saying, instead of posting my address on the internet, pull up. That was it. It didn't sound like he was dissing Ye at all. He said, okay, you've been doing too much on the internet, trying to impress people. I'm not impressed. Pull up to my house. That's basically what he said if I'm simplifying his bars, right? That's not really a diss. You get me?
I would hope that that
Draco probably had a better Kanye diss.
Well, I was gonna say I would hope, and I don't know this, and we don't know this, that's more of us dropping bait in the water and seeing if Kanye will bite, and he has one in the chamber. I know he won't. Push might. Hey, Push.
Yeah. Well, all right. Yeah.
I'm not gonna lie. Push might do it.
Pusha T wants to smoke with Drake so bad.
Well, Pusha T wants pull out. That's what Pusha T wants.
Yeah. Listen, I am not really a Pusha T fan, so I will not support him in that play.
And it shows.
Yeah, I don't really fuck with Pusha T. You're trying to get me, but it's no jokes here. I don't care. Like, Pusha T is not really that guy to me personally.
Everyone got their opinion. I respect it.
Drake.
Listen, man's got handled in the beef. It's simple.
Drake.
I know that his diss track. Listen, because Aaron wants to say I'm wrong so bad.
No. I want to get what I was going to say off, and then I'll tell you what I was going to say. What I'll say to that. Then
go ahead.
I would say Drake is suffering from King's disease right now, where he feels like he is so much above everybody.
He's untouchable. He thinks
that it's like. I could fucking, like you had said kind of 10 minutes ago, I could get on a track and say, hi, my name is Drake. Or I'm
no beat.
And no beat.
Yeah.
And to what you said, I would say that Push, from a pure
lyrical standpoint,
rapping
have a better diss. Yes, I get it.
But it did.
But Drake did what he does.
Did not. And Duppy Freestyle was hot.
And Push's whole album saw no kind of success after this.
Duppy Freestyle was hot enough to where he held his own.
That's the thing. Like, if Drake really wanted to, he could have really hurt Kanye's sales. Kanye would have never recovered. If Drake
I think also Drake is having fun with it. I think he's just soaking up, all the
I don't know
where he's at.
A mix for me. I agree that he is having fun, but it's also he's petty Drake now. You get me?
Yeah,
now
exactly.
It is King's disease for sure. He thinks like,
absolutely King's disease.
Who's stopping me?
There's still a group of people too who kind of like really like I'm trying to think of like my sister, for instance. Like, she dislikes Kanye because like she likes Taylor Swift and like her like politics
like
and stuff.
a
Like
decade
she
old.
she thinks like
Let him
Kanye's
get his
like a
point.
horrible, you know, like misogynist kind of
Person,
man,
yeah.
like yeah, kind of thing. And then Drake is more
Kinda.
palatable. So when it comes to that, it's like easy peasy. She's gonna like.
Nah,
She's
that's
not a
fact.
Drake fan. She probably won't even listen to the Drake album, but like still she weighs towards that like Drake
And a lot of
kind of
people feel
appeal.
that way.
But that's but Drake, that's kind of what he has like in the locker. When it
for.
comes to Ye, it's like people a little bit more maybe on like the caring. All right, I don't give a fuck. Just like how's the music sound, right? Like I just want art. I just want different kind of music, whatever it is. You know what I'm saying? I mean, like
Character.
yeah,
questionable.
I got
yeah.
yelled at. All right, 3 days ago or 4 days ago at work, I got yelled at by 2 separate people for half an hour. While I just pretended I didn't hear them because I'm that nonchalant. But I got yelled at for asking 2 separate people I work with if they listen to Donda, and they told me how horrible of a person he is. Not necessarily me,
Yeah.
but somebody said I was anti-black for still supporting Kanye because he said slavery was a choice.
Yeah.
And I was like, listen, how many times are we gonna bring up that out of context ass quote? First of all,
Well-
right? But here's the thing: headliners. People don't. I'm not even gonna bring up the reference I was about to make because it's too easy of a layup for Shogun to hit me with the group chat shit later. But literally, it's like people just read headlines. They don't actually pay attention to like the details of anything. They just
True.
see person bad, and they're like,
Yeah.
yeah, I
Nah,
agree.
they on that
Person bad.
TMZ type shit.
Right? So it's like when Kanye says slavery is the choice, and he was talking about mental slavery, they see slavery was a choice, and they're like, oh, he's talking about actual slaves who had no choice. Right? So like now, like Pierce said, he looks like the bad guy, whereas Drake is just Drake and is so much more easily palatable. Right? So not only does Drake win because he's a pretty boy and because the ladies love him, but because from a lot of people who don't care about stuff like that's perspective, Kanye is just not a good person, right?
He sounds well, and again, I don't know how to say this properly, but I'll just say to me, I didn't have an issue with it. But like to people who have the kind of the taste in music that Pierce would reference, when you hear, I feel like me and Taylor might still have sex. Why? I made that bitch
Famous. God damn.
I made that bitch
Listen,
famous.
that line was hot, and Taylor
Oh.
co-signed it. Taylor co-signed it and then tried to act like
Of
she
course.
didn't, and then Kim caught her lacking.
Hey man, of course. I'm in favor of it. There is a few things with Kanye's character that are
It
definitely
makes him look bad.
a little
Yeah, it
questionable.
makes him
Yeah,
look
yeah,
bad. Hey, Drake. Hey,
MAGA.
Drake
and I'll
grooms
leave it at
minors.
The dude,
That's a tough topic.
the fucking
minors.
the Stranger
I haven't
Things,
read
the
it.
girl from Stranger Things.
That is
He
awful.
does.
Nah, not even her. Not even her. Because
Millie Bobby Brown
Millie Bobby-
and all that.
Millie
yeah.
Bobby
listen,
Brown.
on one hand, she said that's cap. That is 100% cap.
Mm.
And in my opinion, I'm thinking maybe that's true, or maybe in 10 years she'll come out and say it wasn't cap.
Hey,
So
I've
we
heard
have
of
to-
Stranger Things.
Right, facts. Listen, the strangest thing I ever did was trust a bitch. Nah, but no, for real though, like Drake does a lot of questionable stuff. It just gets swept under the rug because it's Drake. Whereas
Yeah,
Kanye,
if you're not Michael
Kanye,
Jackson, then
Michael Jackson.
Kanye almost listen. In my
You know what I'm
opinion,
about to
Kanye's
say?
almost out of here.
You know what I'm about to
Dave.
say? Dave,
Kanye,
Dave.
hey, bro, put your camera back. Put your camera on, bro. What you doing?
listen, bro.
We talking to the air right now, just so you know.
Wait, can you at least see my box type
No,
shit?
because
No, whoa,
Ew,
whoa.
ew,
Whoa.
ew, 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 ew,
Fuck!
ew, ew, pause.
I'm lit.
Pause.
he
I'm
walked
gonna
into that
leave.
himself.
The pause king is back.
Hey, that boy left.
Turn the camera off for that.
Oh,
Hey, the drop. The famous Stefan drop.
The meat just hit different, no homo.
Let's go.
let's go.
Let's fucking go. We got
Is
it,
that
boys.
Dave?
Dave,
Oh,
Dave.
stop! Stop! That's cursed. Stop. Anyway, I did kind of forgot what I was saying. Oh, no, Drake just all right. In my opinion, Kanye probably got like 1 or 2 more albums and he's out. Right, so they don't even care. He's old in a lot of people's mind. He's old. He's old news, right? Drake is Drake. A lot of like these Zoomers think that Drake is better than Kanye. Just call it what it is. So
Trey
he's
Young.
gonna get he's gonna get Trey Young. So he's just gonna get away with whatever he does or says, right? But Kanye always catches the flack because it's Kanye. He's expendable in the minds of Zoomers, right? And then that whole slavery is a choice thing was rough, bro. Like that hurt his image.
MAGA.
bad. And then I was about to say the Trump thing hurt his image too.
Yeah.
Not that in my personal opinion, his own personal political views are none of my business. So I wasn't necessarily bothered by that. I was confused by it, but I was like, all right, if you rock with Trump, you rock with Trump. So like, I don't bother me. But see, I'm the type of person who can separate an artist from their music as long as they did not do some foul ass shit like R. Kelly, right? So like Kanye has only said foul ass shit. Till he does some foul ass shit, I still rock with him. Get me? But yeah, cancel culture makes it tough for Kanye to compete against Drake in numbers. You know what I mean? Like they don't want to hear that Kanye stuff no more. And I don't know. I kind of lost my original point, so now I feel like I'm floating on it a little bit. But Drake's album, Drake, like you said, King's Disease, he thought
100%.
I don't gotta try on this CLB. I'm gonna just do what I do, and it's gonna outsell him anyways. Because these days, numbers to people equal success. But in reality, like Pierce had said, will it have replay value? Will I want to go back and listen to this? Is it actually good enough for me to listen to this more than once or in a year or two from now? Right? I don't think CLB is really gonna last. Like I made that comparison with 2K or Call of Duty. Do you still play 2K18?
I wish.
No, you don't. You want to play You want to play 2K16 because that shit hit.
But
I play NBA Live still.
I love 2K18.
2K18
I know
it's terrible, but you get the point, right?
I know what you mean.
Or like, do you still go back and play Call of Duty Advanced Warfare?
Fuck that game. You picked a good one.
You dead be forgetting that game exists till somebody brings it up.
Fuck that game. AW was terrible.
Or soon to be Cold War.
Yeah, literally. No, that
Fuck Cold War too.
Yeah.
CW sucks.
So that's how I feel about this Drake album. It just is another routine roster update ass Drake album. Nothing really like standout impressive. How do you get on Wi-Fi that you don't pay for? Reference to Drake. And really look somebody in their eyes and say to them, CLB was better than Donda. You Kanye fans are sucking dick. Like, bro, come on. You got to really look in the mirror, buddy. Like, academics, come on now, bro. You got to chill out.
Let's not on act.
Bro said album of the year and then fell asleep through the whole album on live stream.
He was also drunk as a skunk.
I don't care. It's no excuse.
Henny at 2 a.m.
You on live stream.
Rough.
What are you doing?
Henny at 2 a.m. That's rough. Fuck you, Ack. You idiot.
Yeah.
You fucking.
Anyways, bro, I don't know. I feel like at this point, I have nothing really more to add. I guess unless somebody else says something to spark me, but I really just can't. I really can't in my heart say that CLB was better than Donda.
When it comes to the numbers, that the boy is still the man.
Of course, but he's gonna be that way for a long time. Oh, actually, I have a question. Who do you think is gonna take that spot from him eventually? Because at some point it's gonna happen.
I don't know.
We don't know when. We don't know.
Drake.
Sorry, talk a little lower. My fault. We don't know. We don't know exactly when it'll happen. Granted, but like it's gonna happen at some point.
That is a tough one.
We didn't think anybody was gonna. We didn't think Drake was gonna take that spot from Wayne, but it happened. You know. So at some point,
he brought him up though to do that. Though.
Yeah.
All that like Young Money, Cash Money people. They all made this.
That's not what I'm saying, though. I know that was the point of Wayne bringing Nicki and Drake to us, right? But like, what I'm saying is that at some point in their careers, you would have never imagined Drake would be who he is now, right? So it's like, I wonder, like, who's gonna take that top spot when Drake is eventually done?
Now,
in a parallel universe, Jid, but not in this timeline.
It'll never be able to do it, and I love Jitty.
Not in this timeline.
He can't. I wish, but no, he never could.
If I had to make a prediction on who it could be,
he makes all types of music, Jid, but he's not that guy.
I would say it's gonna be between one of these three. I would say it's gonna be between Future, even though Future's been out for about as long as Drake has, but right, Future has that ability though.
There's the
I don't think so. I think his
clout.
I think it's too late for him to be that status that Drake has.
You're probably right.
He's not saying like fresh out.
But I'm saying like it's not impossible.
Upcoming, I'd have to give it to Baby.
I was about to say
Lil Baby.
But the thing is, that's if people don't get tired of his sound,
which will probably happen if he doesn't switch it up. Although, to his credit, I believe that he has been improving significantly since the first time I ever heard him rap. I was not impressed, but more recent verses I've actually really liked a lot, and I can admit that I was wrong about him in the past, saying that he was kind of trash. Because now I listen to him and I'm like, damn, it's kind of hard, right? So
I'm from the pole, but I love me a threesome.
back,
And
bro.
honestly, I don't even know that many rappers that I could say is gonna from
Take
the
that
South,
spot.
at least from the South, that
None.
can like
Other
exactly
than
like,
him,
Well, the
it's
other one,
Jitty,
the other one I would think
Jitty
is
and
like
him.
the other one I would think is low key, like it's 2-1, is like either Thug or Travis.
Travis
Because
probably
Travis
is.
has the
yeah.
commercial ability to really take over that top spot easily.
Yeah.
Listen,
Yeah.
Travis might not necessarily be as talented as Drake on
He's
paper,
not.
on paper, but the fans will disagree with you off paper. You know what I mean?
They're
Them
stupid.
his streaming numbers are
Oh yeah.
close.
No, I know.
They're not the same, but they are close. And his tour, he probably does more tour sales than Drake. And
Honestly,
he sells more merch than Drake, and he has more brand deals than Drake, and he's just extremely marketable. right
I
now.
think Rodeo is better than any Drake album.
I think
I'll
you're
die.
bugging, but I respect your take.
I'll die on that perch. I think, yeah, I love Drake, but
I
Rodeo.
raise you and say that Nothing Was the Same is better than any Travis Scott album.
Oh, 100%. 100%. Nothing Was the Same gets Rodeo out of here.
What I
Easily.
don't get the hype on Nothing
Rodeo
with the
is-
Same, to be honest.
Rodeo is really overhyped in my opinion. I understand why, because it was such a Travis built that up so well, and it was such a proper release that
Yeah,
it
that's the thing
hit
about
that
Rodeo.
level.
It's like yeah, it just the times,
it
like
up
the
properly.
nostalgia and just everything that happened with that album
But
for me.
listen,
It's just
it's that album is not that guy.
Nothing Was the Same had a perfect blend of like one commercial hit, maybe two, with a blend of him actually spitting and singing. It was
Yeah.
like a fucking
Yeah.
perfect storm of it.
I feel like Nothing Was the Same is easily the most complete and well-rounded Drake album that he's put out.
I'm a
We got to get to some other topics.
Yeah, for sure.
Oh.
It's got everything, you know.
You know what this reminded me of? Talking about goats. Did you guys fucking talk about this last podcast? I don't know. Fucking Mr. CR7 taking a trip back to good old Manchester.
We did. We mentioned it. Good for him. He took Messi's spot as the most
Trying to fucking take back the spotlight. I just had to mention it as a resident Ronaldo hater.
How dare he move back to his
yeah,
to where he became a man.
yeah,
What
yeah.
a dick.
Yeah, Romelu Lukaku will outscore him. It's fine.
How dare he LeBron go back
That Belgian douche. Yo, you remember Lukaku chant
I just opened my
United?
phone. Hey, I just opened my phone to Israel Adesanya posting.
No, I
Drake
don't.
calling him his
Do
motivation.
you want to hear it, Pierce?
Yeah, I do.
So they banned this, not to cut dirt. I'll let you say your shit again, but so the United fans, I know that not everybody in here watches soccer. This got banned because they considered it bad. They would chant, and it's not bad. I promise. It's Romelu Lukaku. He's our Belgian scoring genius with a 24-inch penis.
Oh my god.
Yeah, soccer fans are wild.
Dude, United was great going
pause.
Football.
Soccer
Hey,
fans don't
speaking
do
of-
it. Yeah.
Soccer chants are the best. Like better than
Speaking
any
of
sport.
Izzy, hey, Shogun. Speaking of Izzy, we got some news today about him. Ooh, we got some news today about him. Shogun, would you
Oh
like?
Can I
yeah.
get the at? Can I get the at?
No.
So anthem from certain somebody's past, Mr. Dirt, not looking at the screen.
What? I'm looking at my phone at a post from Izzy right now.
No, this is important actually. I think.
It's certain goes from Izzy's past. The man that slumped that motherfucker just got signed to the UFC
Can't wait to see
and
the
got his
match.
first. He
His
got
weight
his
class.
first fight. Got his first fight when, Aaron?
Coming up. Fuck, I just looked at the date, but it's soon. He's fighting Luigi Vendramini to start. Some bum.
Listen, if the rematch happens, I would love to see it because it's not.
Hey,
gonna
if the
go the same
rematch
way.
happens, if the rematch happens immediately, if this is homie's first dance in MMA, oh Lord, he is getting Izzy's rolling on that man.
Yeah, I was about
But
to say if it
homie
happens
takes,
too soon, yeah, it's not gonna go
yeah,
well.
if homie takes the route that Izzy's taking with the whole John Jones thing, talking about I want to like clear my division now, I want to do this, I want to do that, I want to fuck everybody up first. Then it might be a good matchup later down the line. But if it happens right now, that boy gonna get fucked up by Izzy.
Before I change the subject to what Izzy posted that is relevant to Drake, I'll say this: Izzy is not the same fighter, so I really don't think that would really go the same way this time around. Izzy has evolved on a lot of levels.
What about the other guy?
Since joining the UFC? What other guy?
We don't know if the other guy's better now either.
What guy? Oh, bro. I mean, yeah, but is bro training in UFC gyms with all these people and training with Kamaru Usman and training with X, Y, and Z? And has he defended the belts anywhere?
Weak competition.
But anyways, Izzy actually just posted because he commented on Drake's post about CLB, and Drake responded saying, "Izzy, my motivation." Look at that. Drake wants to be like Stylebender.
Well, boys, it's official. Drake has lost it.
It won't.
Drake has officially lost it, boys. He's washed.
He's washed.
You heard it here first.
Better.
Be honest, Aaron just hates Izzy.
Well, these days, Drake, much like Izzy, is one-dimensional.
First
Anyway,
of all,
all
stop
right, moving on to the next one.
I don't think Aaron hates Izzy. I think Aaron is just a John Jones fanboy, so he has to.
I actually like watching Izzy fight. I just don't like his voice at all.
Aaron got to do what he has to do. You know, he's like, I'm a Bones fan, so
I have to handle it. He tormented my boy on Twitter.
Bones need to. Never mind. Let's move on. Bones' greatest fight is with that white powder, bro. He need to figure that out first.
Only Jones can beat Jones, bro.
Only Bones can handle Jones.
Apparently, Coke is beating
Our
Bones
little
too.
Coke never hurt nobody, man.
And I would say, a mediocre grappling game is getting Izzy out of here.
Nah, a large weight difference and grappling game.
A mediocre grappling game is getting my boy out of here. But anyways, we have topics. We're not doing this again.
I thought
fucking commercial break. Welcome back. Welcome back. And we're here with Isaiah, who has some important fucking news for you motherfuckers out there.
All right. I don't know if it's that important, but what was I gonna say? So recently announced WB is giving Nightwing and Starfire their own series. And possibly planning a Red Hood one also. In October, there is the DC Fandom where we first look at Black Adam, another Batman trailer, some news on the Kill the Justice League Suicide Squad game that's being made by Rocksteady, Gotham Knights, the DC Super Pets, which Dwayne The Rock Johnson is voicing Crypto the Superdog.
That's funny. I heard about that.
And a couple more things coming around there. I think Shazam 2 is also getting like a trailer or at least a behind the scenes about everything going on. And we're going to be getting our first look at the next Batman animated. And there was one more thing I'm forgetting that was big. Fuck it, I'll remember it another day. Yeah, but that's pretty much it right now for comic.
So
I guess comic news.
So I'm happy to see that that they're giving Nightwing, Starfire, and possibly Red Hood's characters some love. The actors for each one of them are nailing the roles in the Titan series, as we've mentioned at length. Dick Grayson gets bitches in Titans. I just feel like that should be mentioned. He's gotten many bitches in this show.
He just be out here
That
slowly
actually like makes me nervous. So what does that mean for the show? It's coming to an end?
I don't know.
No, it's not. No, it's not coming to an end. It's gonna just you know how at the end of each season of Titans they've split apart and then they'll come back together randomly.
Little gaps in between.
That's probably just going to be the in betweens
it's like
of the series,
type shit.
and then
Starfire,
and then
Starfire has been great.
And then they go from there.
Big Starfire fans over here, you know what I'm
They
saying?
they just introduced Blackfire.
Hell yeah.
That toxic loveliness.
That actress is a beautiful queen. And Red Hood, that boy is just.
No bullshit. Red Hood has been like sixth man of the fucking decade right now. It's like, yeah, you got Starfire, you got fucking Nightwing, all that shit. Red Hood is the unrecognized talent of DC, and I really want that shit to stop.
That's a fact. It's
like you see him a little bit, he gets some shine in animated shows, dies in all of them. Like Titans has been doing him right. Then he got crowbarred. It's like I want to see my man get like some real actual love. Like Red Hood deserves it. Jason Todd's a good character.
So
nah, fuck that. Next time I see Jason Todd, it better be says that's the one I want.
You cut out for me.
Hey, say that one more time, bro. You cut out.
Oh, I want Jensen Ackles to play him in a live action movie because it would be great. Either that or him as. I want him to, because now that Jensen's a little bit older, I think.
I think that if they do a Jason Todd type spinoff thing, that with as Red Hood, that they should do the storyline where he trains with the League of Assassins and shit. I think that would be pretty cool.
100%.
That would kind of make his character a little more of a serious player in Gotham. I mean, he's already smoking shit with just Batman's training. So
ain't that kind of like Damian Wayne's backstory too?
Have you ever seen him lift his bangs though? Quick question.
Seeing who lift their bangs?
Homeboy who plays Red Hood.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hey man,
boy got that mega mind.
Yo, he looks like cartoon fucking Jason Todd, bro.
No bullshit.
It's crazy.
He does.
It's honestly crazy. They found like a fucking clone.
I'm casting.
But yes, we are very excited. I'm very excited for The Rock's work in the DC universe. Fucking Battinson.
Crypto Battinson.
That's all I'm excited for.
That boy doing Black Adam and Crypto, huh?
Yeah, Black Adam and Crypto.
He's getting.
He's smart. They better pull something out their ass with The Rock coming to the DC universe, because that's gonna bring a lot of fans and.
Yeah, but I don't think they have to really do anything to compete with that. They're already way past them. So if anything,
honestly, can I just say? No. Let me just say real quick, right? Really, really fucking quick. I saw Shang-Chi tonight. I need DC to pull out hit after fucking hit after Shang-Chi. Because Shang-Chi is just like, all right, so Shang-Chi, I said this to Dante earlier, is what that Dragon Ball Evolution movie.
You cut out, bro?
Like,
he cut out.
Shit. Fucking hell. But Shang-Chi was basically what Dragon Ball Evolution used to be for the anime community. Like, that movie did like so good as like a kung fu movie that was all like,
I don't know how much you can tell me without spoiling, but did we get the Mandarin in this joint?
We did get the Mandarin in this joint.
Let's go. Like the real Mandarin. Let's go.
Yeah. And some big things are coming.
Whoa.
See, here's the thing. So like y'all was
Pause.
talking about like you gotta turn up because The Rock is gonna bring a lot of attention. But the way I see it is like they're bringing The Rock to DC because they need to catch up. Marvel is going bananas
Yeah.
right now.
But not only that, The Rock wanted that, so that's just, you know what I mean. I'm not saying they're not going.
I know
to
what you meant.
compete.
I had to put respect on Marvel's name.
Yeah.
Real quick.
They're not gonna compete. Yeah, you're just a dickhead for that.
It is what it is.
Nah, look, they had a plan, then they fucked up the plan, then they tried to rebuild the plan, then they fucked it up again. So
I'm
here
sorry,
we are.
I'm still not
Back
excited for my boy Edward or Edwin, whatever, as Arkham Knight. I'm not feeling it.
Yo, I seen a leaked trailer. It looks serious though.
It looks goated.
Nah,
Based
It
off year
looks
one.
goated, but I can't take. He's too little. He's too little, bro. His face
Nah,
is not Bruce Wayne.
He did bulk
He's
up a
not
bit.
Bruce Wayne, bro. He's not that
Nah,
guy.
I get what you mean though. I get what you mean. It is a weird. I feel like it was a weird casting choice, but if he could do it well, then hey.
Year one Batman
Well,
was
it's
as
because-
bulky.
Yeah, I was gonna say this is year 1, year 2 Batman, so
He's
True.
not quite as Diesel yet.
This is the origin.
But he still doesn't even have the face, bro. He doesn't have. He has an Alfred face.
Because
I don't know about that.
I don't know about that one.
That's not fair.
Bro,
You have Twilight in your head, sir. You got to see him.
I know you gotta let that go, bro.
You got to see him more recently.
Yeah,
bro,
I
I
get what
seen
you're
him. He
saying.
just his face ain't it, bro.
He looks like
He got the Harry Potter curse. He can't ever be nobody else.
Dog, he looked like a sad Bruce Wayne in one of the funeral pictures that I saw. I'm not gonna lie, like a really young, sad Bruce Wayne.
That trailer that leaked
last
year was serious, bro.
I'm Vengeance or whatever.
Nah,
bro,
I will.
Serious.
Nah, can I tell you? So they did the DC fandom last year, and I fell asleep watching it, and I woke up in the middle of the trailer with fucking Nirvana playing in the background, and I thought I fucking died for a second. I was like, what the fuck happened? I thought that was it. I was like, damn. I was like, Kurt Cobain just welcomed me? Like, what the fuck happened? Then I look over at my computer screen, and it's that scene where a dude's like, who the hell are you? And he fucking just beats the shit out of him, and he's like, I'm Vengeance. And I was like, oh,
I'm excited for that, like, dark.
Yeah, he caught him with an 8.
Yeah, caught him with an 8.
Yeah. Nah, they fucking... Nah, from all the reviews that I've heard from, like, the people who've seen it early and stuff like that, they were like, this movie's a fucking horror movie. Like, this is the scariest version of Batman that you are going to see.
Time.
And then they said that a lot of the people, too, were saying at the end of the movie, there was, like, a lot of people who, like, were just like, oh my fucking God, oh my fucking God. And they were like, there was one dude who even said, like, he does not care about DC, Batman, or, like, superhero stuff in the slightest, but the ending to that movie had him even gripping his knees to his chest. Like,
damn.
So
Who's the villain?
So I'm Riddler.
Okay.
No, I'm excited for the
reason I thought it was
movie, but
Cobblepot.
just I can't accept that fact. Like, bro,
Cobblepot's in it.
Maybe if they got rid of the like Spider-Man 3 emo haircut that I seen him with in the trailer,
but
stop, because you know what? If they changed the suit, he could have been Nightwing in that with that haircut, bro. He looked like he could fit that role too. So it's like, why can't he just be an early young Batman?
He looked like a young Bruce.
A lot of people originally, when they said Robert Pattinson, thought that he was going to be Terry McGinnis originally, and they were going to go back with it.
Batman.
That would have been a nice pick. He fits.
I really need to see that in movie form. That has to happen at some point.
DC needs to get their shit together first.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, I mean, we actually had a good Batman, and you know,
they didn't get many good
writing. But no good writing, or you know, give him his own movie. So,
Dirk, you weren't a Batfleck fan? Were you a Batfleck fan?
That was beautiful.
I didn't really peep the Batman versus Superman, so I don't know.
Oof.
I can say I wasn't a
Mario.
Batman fan just because I don't fuck with old Batman. Nothing against
Oh,
how dude
yeah,
played.
yeah, okay.
Nothing against how dude played the role.
Yeah.
I just didn't. I don't fuck with old Batman. Like unless it's the animated
35-year-old
strip.
Batman.
Yeah, I didn't
Yeah,
actually watch that
and-
movie, so I don't even know.
Imagine they did a
Listen.
fucking Arkham Knight Returns with Ben Affleck. That would have been crazy.
Nah,
Honestly, DC could do a lot of stuff. It's just they can't seem to pull it off for whatever reason.
the thing that sucks is like during the whole build with the whole, you know, Snyder thing and whatever was like, I think the casting he had was great. Ezra Miller, I will admit, is actually a good Flash, but he's Wally West, not Barry. I was gonna say, I think all the casting was. I think they fumbled the bag letting Henry Cavill go as Superman. But you know, they still have Gal Gadot and Jason Momoa, I guess, and Ben Affleck for however long they decide to keep. But I don't know, man. They have to do something to get them back into that. Like, especially after watching Shang-Chi tonight. These motherfuckers really made a kung fu movie, and it worked. Like, and I was like, yo, this shit was amazing. What? I was like, my boy was like, yo, I just came to see Abomination, and he was like, I fucking loved the whole thing. I was like,
literally, Marvel's
like,
just having fun at this point. They dropping TV shows and there's doing.
Yeah, I feel like
on
Marvel
DC.
too. I feel like Marvel waits for DC to drop shit and then they do whatever they're doing because they'll be like, oh yeah, we're doing the multiverse, and they were like, yo, watch this Doctor Strange in the multiverse of madness.
Yeah.
I was like, they opened that shit up and people are like, yo, this is fucking amazing. Oh my god, we might see Tobey Maguire Spider-Man. Oh my god, we might see Andrew Garfield Spider-Man. Blah blah blah. Like, you know.
Yeah, Marvel
it's
drives that DC doesn't.
Yeah, I think it's even funnier that, like, you know, they go to do the Flashpoint thing, which is supposed to open up the doors for their world, for their movies and stuff. And then they even fucked up that storyline by not making Reverse Flash the villain, but a future version of Barry Allen the villain.
I don't know, bro. They need to get their writing in order. They got
Yeah.
the WWE writers
It's
in the back.
it's sadder when you think about this even more that writers at DC are in charge of.
Man's got the production notice set.
Mhm.
Man sent him the production. Nah, but yeah, I
that looked like Chiop Xnet.
I agree, though.
I knew what he meant.
Before we do switch though, I agree that DC could really drop some heat. They just, I don't know. They seem like they're not even really trying, like they're not invested enough, I guess. I really don't know what the issue is. It's not like there aren't directors out there who can't write good DC movies, or, you know, or writers, I should say.
Well, I mean, when you have the DC writers to be helping you with these movies, and you just don't use them,
Just ignore them.
This is what happens. Yeah, this is what happens. So, you know, we shall see.
So, real quick, we're gonna do a condensed version of the Florida news with Shogun, and we're gonna tie that into Pound Town real quick, and then we'll get into the fucking goodbye, good night. So,
breaking news from Florida.
Welcome back, everybody. I missed everybody. Drive-by news of Shogun Smooth. Melbourne barber shoots masked gunman upset over haircut.
Hilarious.
This is some of the most intense amount of coonery I've ever read in one sentence. So let's paint this picture. The barber was mad that homie was mad about the haircut. Homie said, "Hey, yo, you made me look like a Beyblade." The barber said, "Bet, I'm gonna let it rip."
What?
Homie said, "You made me look like a Rubik's Cube." Barber said, "Bet, I'm about to solve this motherfucker." Man, I love Florida.
I hate you. That's hilarious.
You
He
look
said
like
that
a
girl said, "You look like a
Beyblade."
Beyblade.
Fucking
I'm about to let it rip.
fucking hate you.
All right, well, just to keep it short, does anybody have anything else to say about Florida's news right now?
Florida really needs to be put on 24-hour lockdown. It is basically Gotham City at all times. Somebody needs to handle that. Florida needs that, man.
If we have a purge, it has to take place in Florida.
Facts.
Facts.
I agree.
He shot him high in.
Definitely.
Nah, that's not fair. The motherfuckers gotta come to the East Coast.
No.
What?
What is wrong with
You want to see?
I would
You
not,
want to
I
see
would not
Ruby
go to
throw
Florida
down
for
with
a
Florida?
purge, bro.
What?
We'll die, nigga.
Hey, it's too many people talking.
Now it's too many people not talking.
That's silence.
Florida is the lower East Coast, my boy, so it don't even really
Bro, I'll
matter.
be scared as fuck to have a purge in Florida. Are you kidding me?
You don't live in Florida. Why would you be scared?
Exactly. The motherfuckers is weirdos.
We just get to watch it on TV. What you mean?
Oh, yeah, that's true.
Maybe like the Rumble Dome in that
They
joint.
probably
Mad Max down there.
no, they'd probably sell that shit on pay-per-view. they know.
Thunderdome in that joint, you know?
Yo, I'd be dying to see on Twitter who got the stream for the Tallahassee fucking purge.
Fort Lauderdale shakedown, you know what I'm saying? Like,
fucking Dana White's gonna be like, all right, we're gonna catch you fucking bootleggers while
How
people
long
are
do you
getting
think Brady would
murdered.
last?
nah, but for real, I think it's crazy because like Florida keeps providing us with new content every time we look. If we just type in Florida, man, and everybody knows this, you got entertainment for days. How is this?
Absolutely.
How is nobody in Florida's government taking any action to try and control any of this?
Can I mention something?
Jail inmate making quite an entrance while trying to escape. Surveillance video shows the inmate falling through the ceiling of a jail. It happened Monday in Indiana. Short time earlier, the inmate had bolted from officers and locked himself in the medical room. That's where he...
Another
Is that
topic for
Pound
Florida
Town?
this
Is
week.
that the Pound Town?
Ding ding ding.
Yes.
Go ahead, Stefan.
Do you guys know like these two homeless twins that used to roam Central Falls and Pawtucket?
Names.
They're like famous in Rhode Island.
I'm about to say that sounds somewhat familiar.
They're blonde. They're twins. Well, anyways, they were spotted on Daytona Beach in like bikinis, and they're both like in their 50s. It was just hilarious.
Anyways, moving on.
Random.
Thank you for the
And back to the studio.
Thank you for the news, Shogun.
Coming to you live from the Shadow Realm.
And real quick, we are gonna get a condensed version of Pound Town in, no pause.
No pause.
In Brownstone, Indiana, an inmate named Blaze Ayers. So if you name your son Blaze, then you're kind of setting them up to burn out.
Yeah.
A Jackson. So this gentleman, a 28-year-old young man, found himself in a medical room. on Monday, after falling through the ceiling while attempting to escape from the prison that he was in. The sheriff says that when he fell into the booking area, he ended up in the room. But initially, when he fell into it, like he had ran from there, he as he's getting into the door, he got stunned, like to go into the medical room. So they pretty much just stunned him. And he woke up in the medical room with the door locked.
Jesus.
So, all right, he was trying to make the great escape and fell through the ceiling.
He fell through the ceiling in the booking area and went to run, and like he got stunned and fell into the room. That was the medical room, and he woke up in the medical room.
Bro, has he never seen a movie ever?
Apparently not.
Why would you attempt that?
Homie needs Shawshank.
Can't hold you up.
Homie needs Shawshank Redemption. So shout out to Blaze Ayers for fucking crashing through the
You know
crane.
what? Hey, shout out to him for trying.
Crashing
I guess,
through
right?
the set.
Yep.
He took a risk on himself. He said, "You know what? I believe I can do this." You kind of gotta respect that.
An A for
He
effort.
took a bigger risk than Drake did on CLB. But anyways, that's all we got for tonight. I think it's time to wrap. I'll just pass it to Shogun. Thank you for listening, everybody. And Shogun, get us out of here.
All right, guys, glad to be back. Shogun Smooth, partnered with old boy Dirt, old boy Daddest Man on the Planet, Aaron, God's favorite light skin, Isaiah, Planet Pierce, the homie Mike on the producer shit, and old Sluggerachi, Stefan. From us to you, I bid you adieu, goodbye, and good night. Bang.
God bless.